say be yo no e na ye yo no enti abre nyina no se say etimi esom papa ada pe so ya tena se watch my ba ASN chill and I heard the production no Michael Yaro ewo MCR Samuel Dingo ejina cameras na chi Kelly in charge of social media abna sa wa many ampo man a prek air technician on duty within Osikani Frimpong Manso ada pe so ahowa se akonya ba beto de amaye na ye ba be som wo my tias my Ghana abusia no pe dia make chu nyina ne se wo enkwa and ya kana shano so say wo ade nyina wo bi den run adwo ena no pe wantimi ansode wo bi nso ebia papa bia wo ye no na wo hwanim se sa papa yo no betimi ama ne nkwa nanso de ne ya kan krati asefo a wo mo ewo awia we ase ene anope ya yan kan nka ho enti kire wo se abusia so be dama de pa chiwa enye papa bi a wo ye ana enye tene bi a wo tene na momu no ayo kese na dawroma anope divine selection akan papa ye da se ya tena se frem ko se no nkuru be bo apa mu no o my Ghana ho nkomo amamu hu samu na do so na fe ensamu awodo aka nyina nso yetimi de attach de ama anope ye da se so we joining the biggest conversation nationwide about your baby sa uwo eye jidia sa uwo jidia be park kraka hunu wo wanimu no obetimi akasa masa mepo no apia firi wakwan mu arope de edi tu yan we yanfo ne de ahye hu nkran no ye fa afiri eye twira kronkron no Matthew enwoma no etre nkron eyimu eye aduonu nkron etiro Matthew 9 verse 22 arope ehona na ye fa ensamu a ye de etufo na ye de ahye nkran Matthew 9:29 etiro wo twira kronkron ne benwa wadaroma pejasisia na be Matthew 9:29 or say because of your faith it will happen etiawa because of your faith it will happen abusia Matthew 9:29 say a sign with gideonti near wabahom paye near udfa wani hunu ya na nso no wagye dinti no ebebe mu di ama abuja no pay ma ba me ba be hye nkura na matufu se etoda aya gidi ma wo gidie enyini ma wo gidie empeja ma wo gidie enkwankan asane ma wo nyina na ba ba boa wo amade uhunu ya wa ba ho mpaye no etimi abemu di ama adanu ada ebisa abrantie bi se ne gidie no sai waso anu no de ogidi nyina no enie ane ne gidie ewo abosom a wosom no mu eno yo no ne gidie wonso wo gidie ewo asafo awrade mu etiro se de wosom bosom mpo ewo gidie se na bosom no ebeye de ohwehwe de ama no a how much more ina say wa wosom kese no your boss ro boss ase and your boy mu niam nyina how much more wano etano pay menim dia wo hwehwe de obi se daya maso no ene eye ade anase enisuade hu na manya no eye enisuade hu kakraka pa ina shana ope ma ba me ka chon se wo gidie a wo gidie mpo kitikiti bi se sinapia ba ne waso daya no a wo de ese wene so no emre pemuno ebetiri abemu di ama it's in Matthew 9:29 say because of your faith it will happen nya gidie nya reshemu say a sign sa gidie na wanya ne ntino ne wabɔ ho paye no ne waso daye no ne waso akira safie ho amere bi abesene kro no na oguso esu ne akire no no esan wo gidie nti kai na hyɛ no so sɛ ebebemu ade ama e ti aropai yenya gidie wa asafo awurade mu esan se wono pɛ ana wotimi sesa nipa hyebre wono pɛ ana emfia pem ye na ni so da kro na ni so mfia pem wono pɛ ana wodi sima baako esa kire wiemu saka sima baako mpoma de ebesiesi a wono pɛ ana timi yan senkyerene eti anopai Matthew 9:29 nyagidie na gidie na wanya no ebeboa amade waso ho daye no atimi abamu ade ama anopai agina we so amu achi asa so amu akwa aba ohro bre no exactly 42 minutes gone past 6 ha eye want to be radio 101.3 Western in the morning live on Western Diamond Television. But offer WhatsApp and a text message abra 0248071174 0248071174 ebejibre na yakenka wonsem ni nyina enso etimi e dia ma obetimi a join the conversation live on all our social media platforms and on Facebook no Western Diamond TV okwo ho a na one like him page na fe wanya daje na watimi a throw comment ni nyina no e dia tum e de amane he uwi a mama de ko link na share fa by and all that change so we are live this morning on YouTube and Western Diamond TV say uko na wabomoden etimi a subscribe to your channel no afa TikTok nso no ya ho pa enti anopai ya tenase o my Ghana ho nkomodie ya de eba be ba chaw yan fan krata no enhyase enti no the front pages of newspapers are ene anopai aba no enie ye di kan bobo so na fe ebreba mu a abna se wa mari amponi o chioma ba tenase da wo mo ede emu nchiemu nso atimi aba enti no on the front page of the Daily Guide Kwankratano and Anope. The banner headline COVID-19 strikes 107 cases confirmed. Health Minister Dada Joe Remix extradited to US over romance scam charges. Robber dies in police gun battle. 10 others arrested. Bahama calls for end to tribalism, religious extremism. Gold board revokes old trading licenses. And the way and somewhere Daily Guide Kwankratanu and Anope. Afeyanko the next paper na fe yentimi entwa so emfa amount. Yanko the next paper na entwa so the new crusading guide do odiaba. Enimu onso no Health Minister trend pa COVID-19 scare. Health Minister Alice Fierce urges vigilance. Karen Baba Sam elopes with child. Hops out with boyfriend on Brussels airline after losing custody battle. And Jemu also Sami Jemfi won gold-less on trading licenses issued by PMMC Lands Minister. I am deeply honored and humbled. Retained GJ President. Retained GJ President and Eka say as you also know Sky Dream IYF unlocks train 120 youth. The new crusading guide Kwankratano and somewhere when him and no the Ghanaian publisher and no paying somewhere the say keep hands off judiciary. Shia Imam wants NDC. Sun winning endangers voter leak are not dumpre. Gold board approves 240 buyers, says CEO Samuel Jemfi. Let's we forget. And some of the ones already kitten pa. Whole week triggers COVID-19 surge. And lest we forget, by the lady president of the Ghana Bar Association, Efua Gati. Whole week triggers COVID surge. Health Minister says no fears. That will be seen on page 3 of the Ghanaian publisher. Jomfo wins DJA president's elections again. And today, no, the next one. Now, Daily Post, Kwankratana and Anope say, let us remain vigilant against the voices of tribalism, President John Dramani Mahama. 70% of Ghanaians believe the country is headed in the right direction. Global Info Analytics Survey. Attorney General files motion to strike out CJ Tokonu's judiciary review. Daily Post Kwankratano and someone ewo enimho enono. Wokunini Daily Graphic in the twaso the amount and anopay. Nation stands in prayer. Offers thanks. Rededicate to good virtues. President charges Ghanaians to embrace common identity. Okay. No panic over recent COVID-19 cases. Minister of Health reveals. Indian Premier arrives today for state visit. And you know, the Daily Graphic Kwankratano, somewhere there anymore, so I don't know. The Chronicle Kwankratano, the banner headline, Mahama cautions Ghanaians against tribalism. Sand winning, threatening, Volta Lake are not dumpre. It's anymore. The Chronicle, President John Mahama, and wajeni wonyi na aboso, wa share eye di fufuo, and wa de chenso, tuntum ni fufuo ataso, and ne trials no eye tuntum, and wa share eye mok tuntum. And you say Mahama cautions Ghanaians against tribalism. The Chronicle anymore, and somewhere the name enonom. The Ghanaian Times Kwankratano say, thank you, Lord. President Mahama leads national prayer. Support president to deliver on a mandate. We and somewhere and penufua ekoye ekokosum yeno and so at etuja. Otumfo resumes Boko conflict mediation at Menchia. Twists and turns in GJA elections as Albert Jomfo retains position. We the Ghanaian Times Kwankratano and somewhere and anopay ordinamo. The Ghanaian point and so the about say ICUMS at 5 rates over 120 billion Ghana cedi revenue through innovative technology port management system. We and somewhere the Ghanaian point at the NM and Anopay. Mahama calls for unity, warns against divisive rhetoric at National Prayer Day. I lost money. I won't forgive Ken Oforiatta and Kufuado, says Frank Edu Jr. And then we also know local language to be used in Parliament deliberations soon. It comes with the Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Kingsford Aban Sumana Bagbin. NPP distances itself from Abranye's comments against Archbishop Duncan Williams. The new another Ghanaian point Kwankratano and somewhere the name Anope in the Yanko Daily Analyst Kwankratano anywhere. National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving. Let's build bridges, not barriers. President Mahama urges Ghanaians on easy calm at NPA over continuous stay in office by NPP appointed deputy CEO. Romance scam, Dada Joe remix extradited to US. Jomfo thanks Ghanaian journalist. Health Minister confirms 107 COVID-19 cases at University of Ghana. And I'll pay the Daily Analyst Kwankratano and somewhere Edenam in the Accra Times to say Ghana is ready to support Niger's nation building journey. Speaker Alban Bagbin. Bagbin, NEPS University offers scholarships to MPs. Let's build a shared future. President John Dramani Mahama say NPP sank toll. Ghana Gas Company new management vow to revamp institution and to weigh and someone anopay the Accra Times and so and Kwankratano Edenam and anopay. Yeah, the Ninano CRC some 50 minutes gone past a year the hour 6. But John Opay TABB President John Dramani Mahama ever catch Ghana for say wanopa de abra bandada no teswa na etoa na wode ekum Ghana for na abandada no ataxi bibia wo Ghana ha say ama na taxi sanitary pads wo keka sansam no ama ne duru ba bi kura ka say Ghana for to abama no ba. There are some taxes that were not terminal as nuisance taxes waba be yi ni nyina de free ho de dikai COVID-19 levy they tosu me no winning on betting na tosu me ansa e-levy and some other year taxes. Wabaya no mienu pen wetimi ayi de free ho. Wayi e-levy and we winning on a bet we say taxes no e dey free ho ne aka no we want to say a generate a whooping sums of money to the government of Ghana. You know, he is not willing to touch such taxes, especially COVID-19 levy. And then that's what a levy no. But I tell you, is our free honor. And yet the finance minister, Honorable Kezel Atuba forcing a call vetting committee anymore. No, you be saying the second best on Mofa. Say when we use certain taxes at the free wa. Kwan be so no mo fa na wo mo dey generate revenue na wo mo dey develop o mine no ana wo ka che Ghana fo nyina se buo ye de ya ba ye expert etino ba ya ba no ye no kwan be fa so a ye be increase revenue na nya de be introduce new taxes nya de a ye de taxes e ba be gu a ye amanfo a se be aburu aban dada no e de eto egu am so ama na hia om no wo se nya de a wo ba ba ye sa etino no we January 13, 2025. I say we don't need more taxes to raise revenue. And you know, at to forcing a vetting committee anymore. Adano. We could join a new say. And ya dear MDC Abaya Wabay. No, ye finance minister no. One more airbabe increase the taxes and ampono. One more taxes for airbabe Gugana for so. That woman mukwaya one befaswa. One more ebe generating more revenue. Sani ebe to me develop o mine no na wo mo pa de eto e de to oh wo mo nya de a wo mo de to foforo bia eba dada na wo ho no so nya de wo mo de bi eba be ka ho date no e na wo ho no no ye call reference point a now I check date na wo ho de e wo ho no ato force na e ka say me pa chaw are you aware say aben afa back door and enrada na a Republic Day 1st July taxes ahodo beye ennan ana wode aba me ba chaw for taxes na to so mame new taxes are President John Dramani Mahama buying on Republic Day wode aba ye sha ase a ye tua no me ba chaw for to so mame e no se wo be ka kire wadado wada se ye de ye ba ye no kwan be fa so a ene ya ye ka se me ba chaw follow dia me dia ma no mesrew ye no kwan be fa so ama ene ye be generate eye sika bebrebe no ade abu oman na nya de a ye de eto fro eba anampo no dada wo ho no enya de a ye de bi eba be ka ho we ensamo NDC ye kaye in opposition situation no ene etisen etino these are the new taxes President John Dramani Mahama also etimi ede aba etino one 21.9% increment on VAT on non-life insurance premiums. The Atosibiedu a fuel prices increment by 5% on diesel and 2% on petrol. After some 2.45% increment in energy tariffs effective July 1. Prices of all locally manufactured plastic products to be increased by 7% effective July 1. And you know, President John Dramani Mahama ene the finance minister one beka kire say nya de a one the taxes e ba be gu Ghana for so nya taxes na di bu o man no na am de o mo ba wo mo ko be fa so a wo mo e be generate more revenue sare e be ya wo mo fa eto e megu amanfo so no na am de abebo mu nie enrada sa taxes we nyina na take effect e o mamu ase etino Republic Day no a ene enra ye di ye no me pa cha e ho eto a John Mahama Ghana nino esu enie 21.9% increment on VAT on non-life insurance premiums. Fuel prices increased by 5% on diesel and 2% on petrol. A 2.45% increment in electricity tariffs effective July 1. Prices of all locally manufactured plastic products to be increased by 7% effective July 1. Etino eto ahodo no a wode aba beka ho no na ewo screen so no etia de ebisa say time wana NDC wo position no na womudi gu eye adankwakufu ado ene Dr. Baomi aban so say bibia ye eto bibia ye eto no na womudi mu prefer say eye eto ye rechichire o man no ana say womunim because you can't tell me say aban dada no attack say Ghana for sa ama ene ya ye kasai Ghana for nyina na aye hiafo wo ye adwuma emfa so be ba no de akotua to etie to ba ma wo de oba wo de eye eniyama papa ni je papa na eba wo ba be yi taxes ni bi afiri ho enya de ade foforo ba be ka ho no ya to ba ma wo na ba ya ni ade buru ye nie etino 4 new taxes ana wo ho no me pa chaw sa eye dum so levy no ada no ada Ghana Revenue Authority suspend ye no wo de abetum se nyame ya dum a 16th of this month July 16th wo mo e ba be share implementation process no ase etino wo mo ba be implement the 1 Ghana cedi per liter levy no wo mo e ba be implement nyame ya dum a eye bosumi ya yesimu yi eda etosu edunsia etino we eye enkabo free Ghana Revenue Authority a wo mo ede kire Ghana fo nyina se ene nyame ya dum a on the 16th of July no one be sha ase se wo mo implement the dumso levy etino commencement of the implementation of the Energy Sector Levies Amendment Act 2025 Act 1141. Reference is made to our previous communication dated 13th June 2025, which announced the postponement of the implementation of the Energy Sector Levies Amendment Act 2025 Act 1141. This decision was taken in consultation with the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Energy to allow for a comprehensive monitoring of global market conditions and to safeguard recent gains in domestic pump prices. We are pleased to inform you that following a thorough review of prevailing market indication and in line with the government commitment to ensuring stable economic conditions, the implementation of the Energy Sector Levies Amendment Act 2025 Act 1141 will now commence effective 16th July 2025, as previously communicated to TIO number 2025/004 dated 9th June 2025 at 114 introduced. Etino, one say, Yame ya domu a, ene abusumi ya yesimu yi, 16th of July no, ena ye sha se woto eye fam nwa woto liter ba ku bia no a ye jew eye 1 Ghana cedi eto eto woto gallon ba ku a utua eye 4 cedi 50 pesos eto e de ama eye abanya wotiso yi ka na hye no so se na eto de dada eda eye fam nwo no so ansa na kura na ye de sa dum so levi e ba be ka ho etino na utua eye 0.95 pesos on a liter of petrol. Nyame aduma 16th July no utua 1 cedi 95 pesos on a liter of petrol beto. Anya no pe light oil, motor spirit, afei PMI and a petrol no utua 1 cedi 95 pesos. To a kwa buy no ho. Afei no dan change so diesel so answer no the way be banana to a da so no 93 pesos. Ya the one cedi aba ka ho etino from 16 fair code woto a liter of diesel abaya otisu ese yento ana tua 1 cedi 93 pesos e ka ho na fama no afei marine gas oil and ya na to a da so no 3 pesos ene ya de bia be ka ho etino be ko 23 pesos afei marine gas oil foreign na to a da so no 93 pesos e dey ya de 1 cedi abeka ho etino free 16 fair kono woto foreign marine gas oil utua eto 1 cedi 93 pesos e de ama aban a wotiso yi heavy oil heavy fuel afei so no residual fuel oil no enei na to da so no 4 pesos nyame ncha de reset aban aba second independence nti ya de bia beka ho e a liter of sa heavy oil no woto utua 24 pesos e de ama aban etino we no ensesa abamu etino from 16th July kono fuel no petrol eto 1 cedi 95 pesos aban de atoso diesel 1 cedi 93 pesos e da so marine gas oil 23 pesos marine gas oil foreign 1 cedi 93 pesos e na fei heavy oil anampo heavy fuel oil no 24 pesos etino Yami Adumwa on the 16th of July no aban say Ghana Revenue Authority and say woji eye saa sika no enso e de afri Ghana fo ho enti no aban we e de nkokoasa saa ene eto me pa chawo 6 months muni a obetena akodwa ne so eto wo do ode abaro ene de ode abekeka ho no e bra dwene ne ntiase so but ye kasai eye bisa wo se adwumafu akatua aban ba ye dodo se na watu mu only 10% enti no o to adwumafu akatua mu 10% pe na fei watu anyina mu kane abuo mu watu ensuo buo mu fam wo buo mu transport fare buo be kosoro chese enema wodo non-life premiums nso watu mu ne ho enkro ne ba enti no ahokyere ma papa ana aban a otisuoi enso ede eba begu Ghana fo so na nra dana sa ahokyere no ne kase ehye ase e ma predict say yakua animu no wempo de eye ne nketoa mu esanse aban ba yei sabia kudonto one fa major policy bia ma ya eba beboa na ebia nwuma afenso no asanso aboa ma amanfo ho han wo mo nanso no ene eto and what they ekum Ghana for it we should expect more taxation than production from a year President John Dramani Mahama aban any a year na mamuo ye ba cha we no dan chen am adanu adan na a year yewura gusi tando e submit 24-hour economy policy document at the command Speaker of Parliament me kaina a year it was on I think Thursday a year June 26th and Gusi Tando submitted a year 24-hour economy policy document at the Ekoma a year Speaker of Parliament Emanika say nyame adumwa ene ye launch 24-hour economy policy no na ya de ahye adwuma yo asente ene no ye expect say President John Mahama ene yera Gusi Tando ebe launch 24-hour economy policy no adaruma o ye bisa say time wana atu forcing kwakenkan eye budget 2025 from Rasebe fie no ensembe no carry to Ghana for say document ne beba parliament wo eba Rasebe fo no wamo enya butrepa no nkomu ye na fei wamo support to the implementation or the approval of the document dan no dan so ene Gusi Tando ene kokoma speaker minim say when the dress speaker swama speaker at the parliament and say at the NSA from last Thursday no abepem and Wednesday Parliament House one enya 24-hour economy document ni bia kenkan na wama ye ho adwuma na because ene na aban no ekwa akopa ho ntoma na wa hye ase se ye de eye adwuma nti ne ye bisa sa critical questions no be ba cha otie what the document ne ba ye no and there were some publication na a fire document of presenting the man Speaker of Parliament in home. Na yankin came mu some kakran farmer because I don't know they do come me actually say what say these are and there are some key sectors 24-hour economy no ejina so e dey aye adwuma na with the indulgence ma yankin kakran farmer say the government of Ghana has confirmed that its much anticipated 24-hour economy initiative will officially be launched on Wednesday, July 2, 2025. Presidential advisor on the policy, Gusi Tando, made the announcement during presentation of the fiscal and final policy document to the Speaker of Parliament on Thursday, June 26. The 24-hour economy, one of the NDC's flagship campaign promises during the 2024 elections, is aimed at tackling unemployment and boosting productivity by promoting continuous round-the-clock economic activity. Orian was say, Mr. Tando emphasized the government's readiness to implement the program, stating that the policy is grounded in 3 main pillars: transforming production, improving supply chain and market systems, and enhancing human capital. Afetie, sa aye 3 main pillars no aye 1, transforming production, improving supply chain and marketing or market systems no, and enhancing human capital no. wasanso de beto dwa say there are some 7 sub programs esanso wo mu. One, Grow 24. This will focus on modernizing agriculture. Make 24, targeting industrial and manufacturing growth. Connect 24, aimed at optimizing supply chains. Aspire 24, a cultural shift to promote a productivity-driven national mindset. And I say a key feature of the policy is the integration of digital skills training into TVET curriculum, equipping young Ghanaians for emerging job opportunities. And 24-hour economy ni nyina do near ejina so enie endan a ejina so no ene abobode ama no. Me ba cho ayo awa say Gusi Tando, presidential advisor on 24-hour economy, e dey abetum say 24-hour economy no ye betimi aye pa wo mamu ha. You be here $4 billion. And I implement 24-hour economy. No, Wabeka yanam say back a day as some atukusie $4 billion will be required to implement 24-hour economy policy. Gusi Tando, presidential advisor on 24-hour economy. And you know, one no mu boss say 24-hour economy be ba na ejuma baako ebe fa enipa miansa no ba twa monya so na muntia. The implementer of the program ne say policy no ye betimi aya emprempren ye hia ana ye be hia $4 billion. Yes ka ketwa sa $4 billion no ye bisa aban say anya bia no wo benya sa sika no wo hefa. Saying na no person of the parliament and manim ya no. $4 billion will be required to implement 24-hour economy policy. Gusi Tando and Eka saying. And to we are babunu na NDC 24-hour economy no unya areshemunya ni daswo musa wadeba amwaba benya juma ya wasi enkantra say wa man here $4 billion and sana yetimi I said 24-hour economy no ase our Ghana has say. I would in here 24-hour economy no here $4 billion. Now yet the ashas ye way Gusi Tando, presidential advisor on 24-hour economy program. Hey, I'm simple. IMF no ayokoye no. Anya bia no sika do say na wamo swam de pemai $3 billion. Eno kura no wama ntam ni nyina fa ma prekupe en kakranka womu chichemu en kitenkete no de ma yen enti wo policy ni nkoa no sa 24-hour economy policy ni nkoa no ye be hia $4 billion a ense me na pese o ka kire Ghana fo no ba so kire say nya ade 24-hour economy no ebe ye enya ade ebe ye yes ba so kire say nya ade ebe ye na enrada de me hunu ya kura me bufu ye ma me yam hye me no chese aba we pa de anyway ya be kwa aba no so aba ye ba na fe ya ba aba be page sa enkomo no. Dr. Hayford Manso Ayirakwa a development economist University of Ghana osanso a fellow APL. Doc anopelti enka, good morning.
Good morning, Osikani.
Na wahunamu ya boko die.
Obadi adom mwe amkirita unso mwe.
Yesu adom yansu ya huye pa. Doc anopeye fra wa ene enkomoda danwa da Thursday no ye no di nkomodify ye 24-hour economy no ho na Yera Gusi Tando submitted the Speaker of Parliament no City News fo nya akwanya trotro ensem ahodo na 24-hour economy no mu ba abonten eme nya bi ekenkan ye ena ne ye ni wodi nkomo na aka se buo sa niema we pa de se ye hwehwe eye ye kan say presidential advisor no na ye bisa ne ye pa se sa niema ya abobo suwe eye de adea ena fei sika samdo se na etimi akọ eye building the secretariatship no emu na fe ye nyina nso ye tirimu eye fine because wo de 24-hour economy ho nkomo no enya dia ebetimi aye yie said the abano air cannon. Wadaroma anopedia yadia bebo munie. Gusi Tando say 24-hour economy you bet me ya. Wa my Ghana be here a year $4 billion and sana yetimi aye 24-hour economy no ewo wo memu ha say doc the edikai and so we are papa air kai. Do you think sir no kwan so no such a policy no the amount of money a buy be here they implement no no ano no.
Well, me another city brain. So that the America said the two SO son. SO say a shooting and I had the amount. Now I'm painting, you know. Now I can't agree with the truly. And near yet in better to me now. I took 30 and I boyfriend. Kaya bafidi so maka esi sudia and maka mi ade brain say my minimum when be nyame adom ekosu any experience I want enye aban na ebe 24-hour economy the 24-hour economy no as a result of economic activity so we are a radio station now and our TV station and no traffic in Obia and share a certain time of the day. There will be no need to say you will keep your machines on, you keep employees there.
Yeah.
Now we shall say, oh, it's the time I also say we do maintain air very year. That very traffic air down the channel also increase here. Then it gives you a signal say me said did you Kosua I see a buana yet time I ever point
That's right.
That is how a businessman will operate. And in the abundance of the as I said, on creating a canoe, enabling environment. Not say, or then to Chiaba to Kwenu, Nabwa Amma, Ankran Krenuma, one condo say, or per se, what do one better a buying, nothing. What to me a poor the 24 economy no, but to me at the other. Yeah, can so almost said you Naya no Tibon Kosovo. But ene Ora Gusitano at the other two say 24-hour economy no. It didn't say a bit near year. It didn't over 4 billion. And then that is not the upper limit. The minimum threshold I here to implement 24 economy no, and $4 billion United States dollars.
The minimum sika here, that is the threshold and $4 billion.
And $4 billion US dollars.
Hey,
now no kind of say, and ya bang, I wanna me person is Sisudia, and ya bang, and a copy says K. Now, or more, let's say, I'm crank one sick at the barbershop. Okobo na yebo study waji ya nisi bone no ene ne afedie wo twa wo twa e kan insakra ebe nso be na wo mu. It's the same message we have been preaching all these while. And see the radius say at least ni aye kan ye no onwan kwa mu say that is the way to go. Eye on man into tree say de 2 million ko do obi nsam ne ene ntire say wodia na to me and ye dear mawo. Na ye biara e won so ma entirima. And inti ye bu bia ye to ye ho se. Ye be ko so aboa atretene. Ba bia ye fe se enema ntene. And inti to the specific on your question. Say sir aban say ono de be a seed fund of 300 million US dollars out of the 4 billion. Out of the 4 billion, I buy the 300 million USD. And on the airship. Many calculation here. At Ocean said, to 300 million. Now, what year before billion more? You are talking about just around 7% or thereabout. Many calculation here, but on top of my head. Oh, and what government is putting in is even less than 10% of the total amount of money on as I said, here as a minimum threshold. Okay. Government is putting in less than 10%. It's around 7%.
And you know, Doc, me pacho me about. So 4 billion threshold now, a bay minimum we are. You be here to start the 24-hour economy. No, I buy at a little over $300 million. And what the SMU now we jadi akan the amount kran emeto aso beboa. Now me pacho wo ye misa say enya president Mahama kro ya na kwotena Akofodua Sunrise FM aye bisa anu a wo se 24-hour economy no enya by force. A voluntary entino eba ne say na a policy a wa ba be kase enya by force na a voluntary. What the Bible to just say here $4 billion. Now, who are buying no? How the policy neighbor no? The implementer of the policy no? Who decay a year $300 million and a aba. Now you compare a year, sir, 3.7 billion dollars in free a year and crank dog.
No, empty. When I can yes, that is exactly what it is. But I don't think that over to me at team and grandson. Just a projection. And the idea is say a buying a creative enabling environment, you know, with a seed fund. 90s, young grandson will one more day, and I'll see a bit more. If I should give you a while, a buying the amount. And that's the same message we have been preaching. And it say a cobase that uncle back. I want to make some benefit. Unfortunately, policy no match bits and pieces. There's so many the full documents in here. Now, so with the policy back, it doesn't end there. You have to now come up with your programs. And they say they're a high level. What does this mean for Saturday? The Bushian 4 were here and were fish farming over the holy city of Bush. What does this mean for Saturday? Azema now or Tadi? It is still broken. It is a program that whatever DHA say. Oh, yeah, they way, anyway. And then Uncle and Crack. Oh, I can take advantage of this opportunity. And if they have not brought the programs, then there's a question. And no, I'm not sure you also said, I buy for the $300 million seed fund ever. And so the cabinet has approved what they call a financing agreement from the World Bank. $360 million United States dollars. Sadly, OSHA documents now, the asset in catastrophe, Yampasi about to Adiani say a Bosnia and the edge, Nina say a near the Abeshe, a 24 economy, a buying petter or the bank. A buying Dana also say, Ubetiana. Fatuja, Sabi, in Pennyforce, a Bema and Sin Suma and San yeah. A Bosnia, anti Fatuja so, a buying a defense or the 300 million. And if any World Bank workers, on my facility says 360 million, I do not deny. But young point in the set, as I said, between the programs that are buying at the Bay Ajuma with a 24-hour economy. At the policy level, great idea. And I'll be the last person to say a 24-hour economy of a country is a bad idea. No, it is a good idea. But how you go about it would make it either a feasible idea or another fiasco.
Okay.
There's so much that has happened already, and I believe, sir, we should learn from the past and not repeat the mistakes of the past. Then we haven't learned anything.
Okay. Doc, my answer now, follow NCS, after the launch of the program, no, you best answer about national. Nkoma pia chire nyina nsoro yetimi ene ediano pay yeda sepa obrenu adagea wanya dia maye. All right. Etono Dr. Hayford Mensa Ayrakwa a development economist at the University of Ghana. Was also a fellow at the APL and a D a year encomono. $4 billion will be required to implement 24-hour economy policy. Nanra Makom Rasebe Fie IMF Sika Wamo World Bank Sika and Abosia Wamo at the airport Wambino. Some $360 million are not dock air cassette and on a bay seed capital from the government. What the best 24-hour economy numu. Now I expect to say Ankranwa Wamo Eba join Ebe Rezi a little over $3.7 billion. Sa $360 million. Usia a Bosia Wama World Banker Wamo Air Kwakoji. Na uko Bobby Sia the Ababe 24-hour economy. Somebody aboni bi animu. And so no wamo epese wamo di sika no efa baabi. Na yaka se bia sika we no we de ade kwa akoye na nso no ebekọ wi akire no na yafa kuntu na se ade kwa akowura 24-hour economy policy no mu. Etimrase be fie rather the minority ya no ma se pa se wamo eputu proper checks on the government. Tira mo se masa. Ne opese odisika na eye ni a ma yehunu Yehunu a document no mu no na yehunu enhyehyeye wo mu na fe entiase ntimi nya adwuma ontimi nsisa ne ma mefa back John fam reye etino babunu ana wo hwira boso kosoro se abai di 24-hour economy bi ba na ba be create nyuma e de amawo no me pa achaw wo se wo hia $4 billion e de aye anya wanwa etiya de ye no de beba no ana yebedi hu nkobo no $4 billion will be required to implement 24-hour economy policy. Gusi Tando, presidential advisor on 24-hour economy. The fight against Galamsey, Abusia, Yadika Catcher Dada say Abai Way has no real power to fight Galamsey. What do you share, dear? Wamo Ayo, Tinasidina shed your moyo. Wama fwa Galamsey so ye kan saa mo nya honte asese NDC aban President John Mahama fwa Galamsey so pa na ntisa e ba de say na wakwa ye kono kura ye nkunwe ye na oba ye no the first na oye ye at that mining industry say ubegu PMMC na wati gold board say sa gold board ne pe na e wotumi say Ghana gold o de different high code de different man ni bo ni ho kro ne ba nyina no ehu dwadie no gold board for na emma to mi krata entino one person am kire say gold board no eni ho a eni aye ka say Ghana's gold industry no PMMC no adwuma no omoye nyina na adwuma fon na na omoye entino wam the gold board aba e ba be so eye ye ka ne say gold adwuma no wo hawe wo mu nyina ano ye de ka be ka cho say sa de na scam. But now when you need so we a serious government now person ukuntia illegal mining now. What buy ya no the assessor we ya say and near ma do ana aban no tisua no na at least yield the results in kakra no we pick is ania ma ni bi na fe unso de wo dia ba be bata ho na untum ni kan konkwati gold board and say amanfo nkran say wa mo nkoye Galamsey no na wo nya gold no aban no oteso no a wo so ba be ko tia Galamsey no aba be to gold na de free ye wo mo ye Galamsey no ho e de no we will speak truth to power and fa ho and the obedwene dia fa ye ho fiase. I am telling you baby ani America kono this government cannot fight Galamsey in this country. Galamsey kono amene eye President Mahama and the last minister and NDC abaya oteso yi wam to opposition na dede no no mo ye wom ni pe fe say ade na nya ade a eye enkwala agro enso propaganda nti wam ebekeka agumu a awana to Ghana fo bi adwene mu na wam akoto aba e de atia aban dada no na ato aba de aba mo ba ya 6 months mu nie the rest 7th month mu what is happening? There is no show say aban betimi akotia eye Galamsey me pa chaw ade ba ko a Asha ebo ba enam so ma ene amanfo eto waba editia MPP aban in 2020 ubeka ya 2020 na na do vote ne so teye aye excavators are the operation for interministerial committee on illegal mining. Esizi ya ane wabo say excavators no ayra na party no ana a ton excavators no say one of the best sponsor party no say party yeska yate mo de campaign wo kromu ase mami on that TV sui administrator Adema Minerals Development Fund Dr. Hannah Bisiu Kotei or say 33 out of 40 excavators I seized during my recent operations and placed in public police custody have gone missing. And adanu that operations are quite was seizing some 40 excavators from the illegal miners, you know. What the command president for Sabonye Namoja Sumaye. As I said, Yenny low bed, the best excavators, and Adia Kobe Bia, Yade Kwaku, and a press from one Patemu, and cry yet, you can't say excavators not one more season as to Enfamom. Adia Tiano Mobaya, excavators 40 almost season, you know, a mutate 3, say 2 year, say memory, say a year, dear. One woman I can't 7 excavators pennies you. Yes, a bro, minana, a boba, a bar, and a jo. And no than Chaya. Abusia Honorable Mohammed Mutala, also the Ababa Tuja, only a minister for environment, science, and technology. On also say 40 excavators we seized from Galamseyas are all missing. Warodiano, one could seize some 40 excavators. Every Galamsey for one minister say some 40 excavators Nina Ira excavators a Jananwa, one could seize yano excavators Nina Ira, one more generation acquire, one who Hanabisu Dianso say I had 33 and Uswaira, it's no what the 33 no ever come 41 73 excavators. Ana team no tax force no eko seize ya ene abai mu mperimfu anya kukuduro katre Ghana for say 73 out of a year the 80 excavators are womu seize ya no ni nyina na ayira say 2 year say memo year womu hunu baby excavators no wo we ensabo NDC and ye environment science and technology minister and administrator for a year minerals why fund and also Mame Hannah Bisiu and so Eka. And within a space of some few weeks, 70 excavators are one season, emu 73, 80 excavators, emu 73, and I want to say, Ayra, Ayabiano, and someone Mubisa, Ayaba, and Dadano, a break, Usimu, and no more Maka, Ebeka say excavators, Ayrano, some will be near baby somewhere, no pay. Yes. Sansamu be and ye baby some and the ano pay. Mubisa say, Sabia Bru excavators one tabayana. Mubisa. Mosazuka say, MPP abino aye akronfua by one excavators no ma koton, one excavators na ton. Engineer Bisa say, Honorable Muntala Muhammad, any aye Dr. Hannah Bisiu, 73 excavators out of the 80 excavators amusizi yero anyabiano moto ana mawia excavators no akoton ana questions amubisa ye abandada no emu nipa eno no enti yesu ebisa sasem no me video bi ato wadaroma fatumu ma me na yentie mrasisi a mpanifo abienu ensam a wom eka enti yeto memu na yese ye baba kwota illegal mining Galamsey o memu ase na excavators aye season no and ye ekwa no ho yira na empanifo na de da sa adwuma na no ade na ese de yomo yentie Mutala Muhammad 5th April 2025 yenkotie sem o kan yemra sisi ya
after the security agencies left, about 40 of them were taken over. They came, fixed the control board and moved the excavators, and they removed the control system. Is it the control board? The control board. And when you remove the control board, the machine cannot move. Yeah. Now, it was because they removed the control board. After the security agencies left, About 40 of them were taken over. They came, fixed the control board, and moved the excavators.
40 excavators in a way.
Me pacho Sambren na mini lobe and na me frefre near you watching. Adiachina K7. A honor, see a honor na mini proceeding no commander and the cocontopan. And she would ya said Nina and Edia Machiacusio.
40 excavators na.
Aye.
Ochi ya na wunya low bed no. Adi abachi onya low bed oko e free 40 abana K7.
Yes sir.
33 etimi free mu.
Yes, and today
A few moments later.
And they removed the control system. Is it the control board?
The control board.
And when you remove the control board, the machine cannot move. Now, it was because they removed the control board.
One more, you do a to a year. Galamsey, and I see one more trainer, one more stop Galamsey. No, and excavators are one more team yako season. Adia Kochi Yaira. Honorable Mutala Mohammed say one more yes operations in the rear. No, one more to 2 excavators in the control boards. Everywhere now 2 excavator control board that excavator can never move. It's the band saying and excavators are you to the control boards. Adechi ya baya any baby ya do kogu ye no. Yara Isaac Mensa Blanks the Central Regional Communications Director, New Patriotic Party. Director, good morning.
Good morning, Osikani.
Anope honamu boko de.
Yankopon adom mompaibo na yehu ye papa.
Yada nyame ase. Director anope adukudintia yabo Ewura Central Region enie. Yabeka ya abandada ne teso no and interministerial committee on illegal mining. Excavators awodo a wo mo SCZ ye no. And Yewura Ekwawusi na woda no a yesi won hwe so. Ekowie etire no what about 2 years excavators in Yehunu baby excavators in be aquacogu. And this for at that time. I can send bebrebe noa. Na ya can say one more dear, woman ya to me no more bar. Excavator ba kumponi hua, one more cheria. A bayra. And near Danya ya, director. Excavators 8 year. And Minister for Environment, Science and Technology, Honorable Mutala Mohammed. NFA Administrator Adema Minerals Investment Fund. Mame Dr. Hannah Bisi Ukote. SCZ yano. Emu 73. Ayra. Ya excavators ya director. Yenhunu. And yes MP men we. Esan say ensemno boba Central Region. Mudi mu akotene pa. Esan enema bi esiye emere bi abesene kronti anopai. Ne wom dia betudwa. 73 excavators. Ira.
To me, 1 point.
Osika anope mamenda wase. Na minchia washafo nye etefo a oriti wenda anope. Edu Minas Osikani Ghana fo ankasa wehu mfumudo a waye wo aba wotu no ye 2024. Na year born 2024 ni na year ka Ghana for the yenuanum NDC for Ura John Dramani Mahama odun wonanyim the or preda obaba ye Ghana man payini bi onu yenyim wona bakwasam ni yenyim da worye na da wobutum waye enti magana fo mfatumi ne insha wonensa osande NDC abane de yehu wonada yenyim won pa na eba ne galamseya and summer yenuanum NDC for kind fiti the year 2020 aba yetwe wodugu Ghana for kankan no ko baby a woye mine na ade wona yenuanum a wokope guji wo fom hune de jama NPP abani ye etimodern the one pede wo be ye wona galamse ana illegal mine na woye no enya damina na aban ne repe osande na aban aye na adwene de opede other community mining other bar yenuanum ba for kwan papado na wetu foma eguje no na amama yen mpetem ana yen brono menu obaye wanse osande galamse esene de kwana wo foda wo perform eguje no enye kwan papa enti aban tudamana mo ne de onyi galamse fo no beja ko de mo obaye a yen se hene sase yɛno kwae a yɛwɔ yɛno nsuwansuo a yɛwɔ ni na yɛbɛtumi abɔ ho ban ma galamsey yɛse no wɔn sɛ yɛbɛka ya 2020 abato abrante bi a wɔfrɛ no Kwakubu ahe di nkurɔfoɔ enyim kɔ galamsey site kɔ ka kyerɛ wɔn do wɔn to aba no wɔn fa ma de NDC aban na ahɔ de wɔba mo hɔ no kwa.
You have just 1 minute remaining.
Okay. Mo hwɛ na mo mɛbɔ wei bi ngusumai.
Bɔkɔdo na ho ayɛ. Nso ma mbɛbɔ mu so onye yi dado papa wɔ NDC aban no. This year 2020 aba yɛ to na. Almost all the mining communities ni na no NPP wezi nkugu ɛwɔ hɔ osande ɛna the other opposition party no ahyɛ ho nkran dɛ ho de wɔba mo hɔ no kwan. Nyame yɛ adom ma yɛtumi yɛ nwini yɛdi nkonyim. Me dubudu oye 2024 elections a yɛkɔe 2024 aba na yɛreto no yɛtse oye ɔmanpanyin a nne ɔte egwado sisiara nsɛm a ɔkekan dɔ ne de wɔn a galamsey yɛsena wɔamfa kwan papa do anaa de yɛnuanom a wɔfɛ fom agudi na wɔamfa kwan papa do na wɔde hia mo na agudi no aban de binom fa mbra kwan do wɔn a nsɛ so wɔn mu aban de hɔ no.
You have.
Okay. Ejiro yebesa so ahwese ensabeka the Central Regional Communications Director of the New Patriotic Party here Isaac Mensa Blanksina da yede no etimi atoa eye enkomo no ntino ne ye ka nyina no eno no abane se Psalm 73 sees excavators ayira yehunu ba bia excavators ne wo sisi ya ye kasai wamo anu omotu opposition a na wamo kase abandada na excavators a woje ye afri galamseyers fo no ho a wo se ayira no wamo awia aton de aye party no mu adwuma no anya bia no yensu betimi aka emprempren se ene sa pepepe na eniema no tia na and ye hwanim se Kisia Jaben special prosecutor Raymond Acha Iyoko boss ene na bi mpanimfo no a sisi ya no wo mo so wo dan ka e wo mamu ha no na obi awia obi ade a wo mo no wo kwatire nipa no age eniema no firi ne ho no ye hwanem se ene adwuma pa na aba no wo mo ntinsimu e na wo mo enkɔhwehwɛ hana bisiu ana fe Mutala Muhammad akira kwai wo mo pa mo finance minister nka ho na wo mo miso am se excavators 80 a mwakire ade afiri eye illegal miners for no ho no e ba ne say na ade akɔkyen ya emu 73 ayira ero so no eye ensamu esese OSP ehwehwɛ mu pa ekɔ ase ho orafo no a mo na mo se mo ye whiter and cleaner mo ye thin gods no saa asɛm we eye adwuma aba mo adwuma no mo momoden na mo nhwehwɛ eye saa mpanimfo no na mo misa mo se ekwan ben so na fa ye ntia sa excavators na yira yesra mo se yese ya kyekere wo man a na yanso so ketasehye kankan pro ni dwirim so a sa ne ma bi we nyina no esese yetimi ebu hu akonta etino yepe akontabuo operation recover all loot madaroma enye MP before so pe ena modisa ora ne ekwa akosuo mo kon ho NDC fo no o maba no a yade enema ahwe mo nsa wamra mo se ayira no saafo ni nyina so no monkwe na monkoye ensem no ahwehwemu etina you speak now no wamo anu am se wamo ba be ko etia galamsey no wamo ba ya 6 months nie excavators ba ko 73 ayira de sizi ye no wamo se ayira ye hunu excavators no ekira kwan asempetia menya de amba be kasa bebiri afa ho Ghana ni na oto aba no wa hunu de ekọ ensem am kai in opposition ane de enne wo ma ba wo mo ejo no e che opefe se abatoɔ eso ewo eye ensunsuanso ma papa me ba cho san boy ye wo mo video no biem e ma me why san for mo video no atum biem ma me na.
After the security agencies left, about 40 of them were taken over. They came, fixed the control board and moved the excavators.
40 excavators in a way.
Me pa cho Sambren.
And they removed the control system. Is it the control board?
The control board.
And when you remove the control board, the machine cannot move. Yeah. Now, it was because they removed the control board. After the security agencies left, About 40 of them were taken over. They came, fixed the control board, and moved the excavators.
40 excavators in a way.
Me pacho Sambren na mini lobe. And na me frefre near you watching. Adiachina ka 7. Ehona tie ehonum na mini prosini no commander ne kokonto kwan. Enti wo dia 7 nyan ne dia machi akosio.
40 excavators na. Ochi ya na wunya low bed no. Ade abechi onya low bed okọ e free 40 amana be ka 7.
Yes sir.
33 etimi free nwura mu.
Yes, enti
A few moments later.
And they removed the control system. Is it the control board?
The control board.
And when you remove the control board, the machine cannot move. Now, it was because they removed the control board.
Kromo apere e excavator dey to took the control board ade be chene na excavators ni nyina yira. Ye serious as a country. Na ye say ye kwatia illegal mining na. What excavators no what to control board no mo why ade. Ade chi ye excavators na chi ye nyina no ba kokura nsi ho. Sabi empreduasa o ye useless. Yes, we are useless. So when you're useless, na sabi onya kromfo a anka excavators na dia ba be jaw no kanya dia ba hwa na yira. I see bisa say excavators na we hefa. Eti no special prosecutor ene ya kan say yoko remote achane wo mo maka no. Sansem we nsu no. Mun show interest was sansem we mu. Because galam say no kura no eye very very life threatening. Eti no edenti ena Galamse hu se mo ba na yoko special prosecutor na o maka wo mo akoma no atum no ma o ma piom ho akwakosi nchen yesre mo muntu na mo papa mfa sa ansem we hum sa ban dada ne ye bi e ma Ghana forecast entwa yi a e ba ne se na ende mabai mo nso mo ye bie the voice of conscience no mo nkasa Yera Isaac Mensa Blankson yensa sanso aka no ahoma ne director. Hello sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. O kasa na homa no etwasi ye wadar ma yentie obiem.
Yeah, enti me no sika dem na America no. Abanya oti ego the CCI wa demonstrate clearly to us there oye galamsey fight no ontum onko. Osan ye 2024 and sama abanya oti the CCI won opposition sama wo kekan fa oye galamsey hu na aban wo there o declare state of emergency. No some be what can ya enne 2 minutes sign no ye na ye hu aban no commentators and some worker the whole galamsey fight ne de onye da ko na wadoko galamsey ko ne de onye de bie oyi afidi sisi awor Frimpong de whole galamsey fight ne de chide ahemfo wo boboa chide we boboa me yen fa anya amanyosem but when they were in opposition ye yimi some what kind na da woye excavators some here can the excavators 80 we see here in the 73 who baby equidino Oscar onya no kwareda yeni anum am paying for worker sign na when baby excavators ni na wo they know very well they be excavators ni na wo sane excavators are waiting to control board na mo dia kwese police for wonansa da police for one shot me nje de excavators no wataban obutum wetu na excavators no so ongwan anade ontumika te de ma Land Cruiser obutum etumika anade Ford obutum etumika enti excavator no utuna wazero kwa obiara hu owo in the custody of the police in the wood excavator bia no wazero kwa yimpompo obutum etumika chase excavator no went to one excavator biara no winyina 73 no wo hu baby excavators na afa ne de open focus bi what's sunsun asem bia ho kwetire beyifo asem bia robesi sunsun mi biara no beyifo nyim ho bi nti they see the oye Dr. Bisiu na honorable Muntala we na wenyim baby excavators so say andi saban be yima kakabe sama yenianu ma woye galamsey a woye NDC fo no wa kire eko ofindum nko hono mu a wo fe task force kura woroko party fu beyifo kesu kwan the wintima task force no wonko de woroko no akachire hona woye galamsey ekɔ baby bebree a NDC fo MPs ekɔ Western Regional MP a ogina ho onankasa okasa kyerɛ nkrɔfo kona wonye galamsey na ade nyinaa a wokyerɛ dɛ ɔyɛ campaign we now they know that nti wontum wonya kukuduru onfa nko ɔyɛ ɔkwa a ɔyɛ galamsey kona ɔda wosisi ara the boy yini na ara no ɔyɛ boapaye kase na wɔreyɛ dɛ ma ɔbɛyɛ a Ghana fo bohu na jama wɔreyɛ bibi na emom galamsey fo no na wɔreyɛ bibi a ɔyɛ sonko a wontum wonko ho ntokwa nti ma ba ne de osika ɔyɛ ada ɔyɛ asefem na ɔyɛ wonwa the excavators nsama wɔbra abandada no wɔ hɔ MPP aban hɔ ma excavators bi wɔka da wayo NDC fo nsama wɔkan wɔyɛ no kwa wakɔtɔ machines no na wɔde yɛ party wakɔtɔ machines no na wɔde bɔ party ho bra ne nyinaa na ɔyɛ no kwa nanso wɔkan ma ɔtɔ yɛ nuanom no wɔn aso do nti MPP aban de ɔmpɛ wɔn a wɔyɛ galamsey na ɔmpɛ wɔn asɛm na ɛno nti na ɔtaataa galamsey fo na wɔagyegye wɔn excavator na wɔatɔn osika amida muhu ne dɛ gya wɔasi a ɛne da ɔyɛ Dr. Bisiu ɔde bɔto gua no ɔwɔ divert the conversation a ana ɔreba ɛnna ne da 1st July aban de to ahoro nkokoro enum na ɔde bogu Ghana fo hɛ no kɔn do ne da minti yɛmfa wɔyi mɔtum na Ghana fo ne remfiri to a aban ne da ababɔto wɔn do osan dɛ aban yi ma me yɛta ase dɛ ɔno de ɔmma na ɔmɛ introduce new taxes biara na taxes na ɔwɔ na rempo ɔredi afim ma ọba ni betting tax we be ye fiwo na offend then e-levy we be ye fiwo na abana for contract ana we si echi na ode to fofo ode aba milika say in the yara ye rukui etum po enum na abana da ba se he no koda ọba mama Ghana fo wono ho akire wono papa nti yemfa da mensami mfa motum let's divert the conversation yemfa yi motum na Ghana fo yi wona adwene mfido ɔyɛ to na yɛ da aba no do opeyi bɛyɛ 2 months ago na aban bɔto ɔyɛ electricity bill 14.75%. ene ya me yoro kasi aban asan de ɔyɛ 2.4 ayi da aba ka ho a ɔno nso ɔbɛyɛ adwuma Ghana fo yɛ botua within 2 months within 2 months 6 months government no within 2 months no aban ato enkanem purple impene bi 14.75%. and the CCR so ayerika say so 2.45%. aban asan da aboto ya no do fixed that no resha say enti ote goda ob kai say he or bana wa bobo hen ma ye no ho ato hen within 2 months in 6 months our batine god wa electricity munkweti almost about 18%.
Okay.
Enti yeah, political strategy na yin employing in that what pe do we na adwini na ye di fit sisara America say eko oye insurance yin anum ye wona wo to kwan na insurance we about the 21.9% VAT no dey about to no do if you are abanyala nso fa fuel na ye ton petrol or diesel aban asan diesel the 5% or the petrol or the 2%. If you want to mankasa no sisiala nkofo a wo ye rubber beche plastic chairs and other plastics products ni na onam aban other one do nti won so the buntum or 7% for the aba no so the bottle one edwumeja no do da obviously sara yer kan for excavators awa uni na hono ye nuanu mpayifo no wonyim ba bia excavators no wo
all right
wonyim won dia NDC for wo machines are wasting wa san wa for contract sekwan bi do asan wa da ma hon nti yen fa motugwa na yen divert the conversation from the taxes abani de bogun no do obama me ye ho a chehen ye meka excavators asam ono de ka Ghana for one adwene ko san excavator de onfa ahochi biara moto Ghana do nti yenka no na Ghana for one adwene keje echi na yeyi oyeto dodo na aban de eguan no bi na info sisiara de Ghana for inara yenhye hene support munsu na ya ton hene color TV na yeda akwaje black and white no sunsuado na yen na mu sisiara yerugo nti na yerebompai na ya tai abai nechi osande say osaya yi na na yetim yi na no sunsuade no beben abai no hu yankopon no suru bi mesha abai no mu na anamo a orutu a onya anamo papa ni na no obesesa ifuru ho dem obeya obutu anamo papa magana fo won ho afenha won na ya bompa ya sha yankopon do me na hoden na come 2028 MPP aban ambra na omaji Ghana funfi ahunyehe mo sanda baby ayer kone de osika sadama ne yer kone da enta ma afin kone wiyi na hene ya bebenala wapa baby wode woni chafa.
Very well. Director no pema ya nasi obra no adaje a wanya de amaye.
Okay. So
that was Yera Isaac Mensa Blankson, NPP Central Regional Communications Director, and a DA and Common. On your say, woman in baby excavators in a war, excavators in a woman in baby a war. Say, and until America said, I didn't special prosecutor Ayedin. Raymond Achayoko for Adam my DNA, Biadan my Ayedin. Chronobich and Chronobi or Memuhana. Sa Chronobich and Chronobia. Eba ne se na obi ko wia brode betem yare ne kokere efiase eye enfie mienu na excavators a essay ensase ne kwaye no ya somu a pol 73 and excavator ba ko bo nyeska ketwa enti abedi eye aban mpanifo nsa na de etin ya mo se ayira ese ebisa mo yes. Say indeed say ora no mo di aba no ye adwuma na enya adwuma wo MPP fo so pa sa niam we nyina say ora fo ebefa no mo investigate na special prosecutor so etu hu na mo nya da bia na ade wo betatai ye party dada no mu nipa anya sa na edi bu oman etie no abusia adanu ada ene Ghana Bar Association president eye Mamiafu Agate and na no atu eye ensemu a efa CJ a ye suspended na ho na de ba ko a wakan ya na ya yam hihye ne se saa de no a ekoso emprempren aban no a set a president bia eye very very dangerous anamon no aban no ana esa no aban e kade ato wo no eye anamon a abusua emu ohu pa esan se wey efiri ho na president Mahama etimi ede ne nipa eba one kind one hye so say atentene ne no a ye de abu aman ho bra mresante abeduru emprempren sa atentene ne no na wabu ni komu say pen aban sesa ana aban sesa na aban foforo ba wonso odi nipa beba etino ade a womo eye content krom gina ho no ene aban bi aba wode ambanyosem ebe for ho ama amanyofo ani aba beba judiciary for ho ama aban sesampe na womo so ate womani e de asi womo so entino a very very bad precedent asemo a okai eno no Janet Nabila PNP ko fare bae wa petition otumfo e de afa CJ suspended no ho wo wi no de nsem bia to dwa wo kire se enrada and the President John Dramani Mahama National Prayer and Thanksgiving Day no sabi aburu nanka sese wakobo mpaye nemo no empaye anka esese wo bone se wama mpaye no nsra bone fa chese anse waye bone pa e de tia Chief Justice ya ene wode na to tankuru wa mu a wotan no kokoko a wo ye de obetimi aye bia no na wayi no e de afri ho ba cho enkohwe video no mra sisi a na fei yentena ensem no so na kwanka tamu ensema hodu e baaye no abena sawa mari ampo no che mabanso emfa emu entiemu emra me pacho.
Thanks to God, when you are vindictive in nature, you are wicked in nature, when your modus operandi is to punish your enemies, whether they commit a crime or not, they must be punished. Then you turn around that you are doing national thanksgiving. We know very well that this thanks to God, when you are vindictive in nature, you are wicked in nature, when your modus operandi is to punish your enemies, whether they commit a crime or not, they must be punished. Then you turn around that you are doing national thanksgiving. We know very well that this they should have been celebrating a National Day of Repentance instead of National Day of prayer. So Thanksgiving, we haven't seen any Thanksgiving anywhere. So today we are here to tell the whole of Ghana that whatever you saw after the Chief Justice came out and delivered his speech, whatever you saw is not real. That some particular paneling, you will see about 5 people, only 1 person is protecting the Chief Justice, the others are insulting her. It was not normal. It was orchestrated to make it look like the Chief Justice thing is just Ghanaians don't like it. No, it wasn't Ghanaians. This was orchestrated by some people under the scene to make it look like the Chief Justice, people don't like her and they want her to go. It's not true. Ghanaians love the Chief Justice and they want the Chief Justice to stay. Because one of the things that can happen to our democracy is for a Chief Justice not to be part of the NDC. The president is having the executive power. He has the legislative power. Now he wants to take the judiciary in addition and do what with all these powers so that there will be no check and balances in whatever he's doing. So it means President Mahama is stepping on something. He has planned to do something and he's looking for support from all other angles so that when that is committed, he will not be able to be held liable. And that we, the people of Ghana, we say no, we will not allow it to happen. Thanks to God, when you are vindictive in nature, you are.
That was a year, Janet Nabela of PNP. Now, would you tie and somewhat mameno ekanye? And clearly, sad dangerous path and what? And yet, if we got a boss, wadano. Sad dangerous precedents, you know. And they say, yeah. MP before pen ehunu PM before nso ehunu say President John Dramani Mahama any NDC amanyoku no ewo Chief Justice no ho trimopobi because entisa nka maame no ne mode no famu mprempren enya ade a mode no ebe famu ye de wo ha se ne ebesi no ye bebo ho dawuro ne ato apete asa afero wa joining na Wontumi Radio 101.3 Western in the morning Jubadi Esu enie. We are live on Western Diamond Television. For WhatsApp and a text FR0248071174 Swebra. Afero on Facebook no Western Diamond TV. On YouTube Western Diamond TV. On TikTok Western Diamond TV. Musa Dankwa kan hubiem. Was what the survey biaba na was it and Ghana for the one approve a year President John Dramani Mahama and economic management, you know. What will approve? I'm saying, we party. Sikano mo pon the man, I'm sasa. You know, udi be betum. Na what your madrians is say Jack meta kona muhau. Monsan fafo for emra. Etina wo yes ano. No problem. Problem be any baby ayate. Why? Say Ghana for no. Sabi aburu wo mo huru manim kosoro. Na ya nwini ye tirimu. Na de ya koso nyina achi no. Ye beka se ye ni so amamu a John Mahama de man ni a. Musa Dankwa etoje wara. Ye de betimi aka no. Etoje wara. It was say a new national tracking poll by Global Info Analytics shows that President John Mahama continues to enjoy overwhelming public confidence, popularly in the area of economic management. According to the July 2025 survey, 47% of Ghanaians approved of the president's handling of the economy, while only 18% disapprove. The poll also found broad support for the president's job creation effort, with 67% of the respondents expressing approval and 22% disapproving. On the government approach to tackling illegal mining, Galamsey, 65% said they were satisfied, compared to 24% who disapproved. Sade akwada kura ya wona ne kura behunu se Musa Dankwa udintro. Musa Dankwa akwada ya wona ne ebe hu ni se eye ntro no nkontompo e na wo Musa Dankwa udi yan say from the fight against illegal mining one house say o 7 no ese Ghana for 65% ese anamo President John Mahama now so de kun galamsey no e anamo papa wadaroma anamo ben e na aban ya wotisue ade aba Ghana for ko interview wo no ehunu say anamo papa ya de ko tia galamsey na etoso mienu wo say Ghana for do no approve of President John Dramani Mahama ne economic management na ne awoka say anane ayeka wo say and Ghana for 74% we interview woman no once President John Dramani Mahama kwan offer so handle economy no papa o mani so anya bia de ebisa wo Musa Dankwa ene ayeka say wada ruma wo Bahama ba tina akodwa ne so no measure ben economic measure ben wo de aba aye the results over the past 6 months and then one house yes one more interview woman no emu 74% agia tum say President Mahama manage economy ni ye enkontompo sam na ya doso wada Roma yete Ghana ha ne yenya nkwada na yetete ya wo ne yakoso nyina ne ye tua wo enya wo sove no ade beba no ene be kire se ene aban a wote suoi wo ye ne ma yie na de be hunu ya chese ema ne ye nwanwa no eye saa dum so levi no a nyame ya dum a July 16th no wamo ede eba no Musa Dankwa ahwe nyame anim se ene Ghana for dodo no no ma di nkomo no ene emu wo hamu obupan aduosia enan ege tumu se esese President John Mahama ege saa dum so levi no era me bisa se ahana Musa Dankwa enim gu ase ye pa because waman bia ni ho a wo be pene so se ene aban no teso no emfa to mra wo tua to a umpe memeti wei mempe to tua wo dan so no eye mra say yes ye 20 na ye di mra ne so ne atua no emra okura mpo no amanfo mpa ne tua e dey tin amanfo evade taxes now wo de abetum se emprempre aye kesei Ghana for be 64% adi tum se John Mahama emfa dum so la viemra o kan sa wo ye kontomponi wi ase fa na nyina obi anu gua na ne gi se wo betua to I'm telling you wo bia ni ho America ne amno ne kura do a wo mo no sabi wo de mra ye adwuma kura no e to da kura no mo pese mo try so mbe evade taxes but wo system ne is strong na ha o se amanfo ani age se John Mahama emfa sa dum so levi ne emra ona mo hunu se papa no we nkontompo ni woboa entronko a ene wodie sika no omde ma na nasa enti no wo ka ne ho no atron nsem we be eye aban ne de na wo pompi sika no more e de ama no enu ntina o yesa no Musa Dankwa wo global info analytics no enya ade a Ghana ni e taking it serious biem I'm telling you so we free aye ka kire wo you operate from NDC headquarters I want to operate free etini be bia no ade be ba me ametiai meji atum se eye authentic adanu ada aba ye to ye no nyame na ye wadom ana o predictions no ebi ba mu nyasa nka wanim guase no awie ya no no Ghana ase nyame na ye wadom so wa hyase wa kan ho biem forecaster or forecasters etino wodi abaro no ebenya daje ni adom wasu ko che maba maachi
Osikani Joso adom ekurakuram
yada nyame ase Yesu adom ye ho ye pa
bi e ko eboko
be bia ye fine pa
no bi frem as o chaba 2 days me to Osikani kan o de na Islam so bi nsi do kwan munya de mo ye and obi so for say o ya na so o nyare bia kwan na wetu every mutu be speculating na mado
o speculating
na o ya amba
o menyare
every man so eso Sky crime ambulance aba fa no emergency 112
me tu kwa kakra
yes spicing up eso 112 emergency
me na meti hai
oti ha
awodi no bom kama
we fine we ni kaka na yo yazo mo so yare ama we ni kaka yizo
me hoye pa na ye mama baso nso be bia mo nya na me monitor mo nya me nsram edumade amoyeye nya me nsram pa nya me nsram pa
Your friend be liquidation. Your friend be liquidation. You liquidate an asset into cash. Economics your friend liquidation. It's no asset na ye money ya born I was say. I mean say no. We liquidating into it's asset into cash liquidation. And I was say I read the meaning about
ayu enra betana senti kushembu no wafre and I'm going to why fe and I will bo adwuma
wa mo he sa bia do mo yoro mo hweyie wa mo hweyie pa me wa fa meti ase ma e bi ase de bi hunu de ekoso yo na da me ma me homre so no sa boys no mo take oh na hey munya careful
so this show team say but I say me say o ka say na munya mmomu but is yoska I know it na o ka say asem no Monday
na Monday no wafre and I say once someone send me mmomu
yes say wo fa ase empukua soso kra no anya wo dia it is go ye denya
and me tie
mommy you so
me person be fa back door
I'll come legal.
Yeah, that is it asa
legitimate
yeah me share future mebu name brafie na be yi wanim ne onzo wo ne wo ho ne ehunu enye no ano no na de na o tan fichire
kanene
wo tan fichire na chese wo adwenboni wo tim ti na tan fichire no
say de ntwindie na ekoso a ebe epese we twini di ne ade ba
enti no brafie wo ba fie a ne atena se ne ehunu so isi ade wo fa si ye na sha brantie nsa agwa na ka bia wo kire bia na wabo saka ananya no ano na wo pese abusua bo saka no na wo ta kire na wo twi ade ne no we don't do that. Enti no mo de eye warning am de mom no my di akwa bi wo se friend ADK ozu mu ahwan sa ADK no be hwehwe no se ntokusembo wo so be hwehwe wo ma ka nyina me hwehwe mo wo mo very very careful asa wo mo nya careful petemu asase wo wei enna hokwa
ene penisa ofa obi ade wo ne fiche no mfimi se nura ne ho yakra da no kro no
ane ti no mo nya careful eno ano no
mem tie bukrumfo
okay
ebukrumfo nche wo no mo de hie na tie eno wa na o kan o TV so timi so enra e wona me tie timi tie bukrumfo na
very well enkata na ba
ane wafa
okay yen shase na yen pem nku ani mu why
wafa da se wafa no akomche no utiri bi
me ni sa da agi nu
o wafa
me ko che kom
na ya bompa
e dia bompa e dia ma o my Ghana me amtie me ya funu no me de ya de pa o se wa me de ya de pa
kom so wunyini chew
ja omwa wo mo bo akont enya akontine nyina na atina unyi chew wo bo wa osa na wo frede ama ho no
akontine bi kra utumi kire kom no bompa so na nya menti
nradie ni bi do mo koye ye no wo mo say National Day for Thanksgiving and Prayers di dan fa so obi ani so
ahete
enya mpaye e de bu man President Mahama entie enya mpaye e de bu man ensi say papa me wo de beba me ye ho atoyen eno ne de bu man na mpaebo ne de bu man sa ana zinja ko person for man be bi o man so ka de bia da mpaebo de bia da akonkire ko man be peja etino sa de no mo tino na ndom ko ye na me metio na mesere eduru baby na wo ye leader na wo yira eye wo vision wo focus na sa ne ma we nyina aba I'm telling you yes enya mpaebo ne de bu man o
okay Monday the Chris Kasembi atoma koma so pa o say at least o say ne na konto se ni bibia na wo ka Kasembi say ai Ghana ye nwumaku ahodo na ye aban nwumaku na nkrofo ye duma wo mu no NDC won ba ye no ana on betonton e de ma asofo ne individuals enne ye de aban nwumaku bi asase na ton de ama asore ama nei enwuma ni ho biem nkrofo se kwa asore nkobo mpaye etuatu yakropa so say wo mu adwuma na mo ye den na wo mu enye so in this case sabe eye illogical and toss mu yansenim na wo adwuma no aton de ama church so fama ya sore na saasofo no so atonza fresh ankrofo no say mommra no bompa yense yakropa say wo mu adwuma na mo nye adwuma be na wo yakropa me pamo na ye yakropa de osi factory
say factories bebrebe no a NDC aban be ton ye no wo mo ton bi de ma NDC asofo no ɛna nɛ nyinaa no saa asɔfoɔ no ɛda tai NDC akyi wɔn takukuam ɛtɔ wɔn akyi no wɔn ɛba no wɔn yɛ bibi bɔne mpo no a wɔn ntumi nka yes na nyɛ wanwa hɛ asɔre bi wɔ nkran Orion cinema mpatam hɔ saa ɛdan na Orion cinema wɔ mu no saa cinema no wɔn tɔn ma sɔfoɔ bi a ɛnɛyi ɛne wɔn ne NDC foɔ hwibɔ mu mbɛsɛ bɛ bɔ ndi ɛna wɔn tie mi ahwɛ mi nyinaa wɔn 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 nim and there are so many buildings ya tɔn a yɛde ayɛ asɔre
sure
na uwie a wo se yankɔbɔ mpaeɛ sɛbi aburu empire na wo bɔ no ebe bie nnwuma ɛde ama ya na empire na wo bɔ no 24-hour economy $4 billion no saa empire ne de bɛba na yanka sɛ empire bɔ nyɛ nanso no saa de yɛde hyɛ atirim sɛ empire bɔ ɛna de bu man a ɛnyɛ no korɛ yɛnya saa de na yɛ kika no yɛnya nya empire ne de bu man that is it and she say ya wo de bɛba no ɛna ɛba bɛboa Sampain na bu man anka yɛnto aba ma sɔfo no medi yeso yɛmfa ɔman ne ma no ɛno ano no no ɔman ne nkɔ n'animu ɛtinya mpaye ɛna yɛbɛbɔ ama wɔ man no adie that is it yanku yanim
enti Ghanaian Times ko wakrata no the most authoritative newspaper ɛnra His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ɛna di Ghana fo ni ma yɛkɔbɔ mpaye ɛsrɛ yibambo ɛde ma ɔman Ghana krata fɛ to so du mi no ɔsi rade ɛda wase ɛwɔ pɛpɛnso ɔde aba bedri edaha na otumfo se tutu abebiu eni asante hene eni yekire mu se omasen ahyase aboko entokwa no wo mu di ho akonia ba wo mu didi ho nkomo ne yahyese asomdwie ebetumi abani na no ekoso ewo mehia kratafeto so du baako ewo Ghanaian Times ko wakratenim eni di we so edi eba ye mpanifo bebre na ekasa ye enura ewo ten prayer and thanksgiving nase eni yekire mu se yemwa President John Dramani Mahama they want to enye adwuma emfa mo Ghana e wo nimfi enan emu Ghanaian Times
anapeda chronicle bokrata no enura hallelujah hosanna to God be the glory abaso am yakwakobo mpaye sebi yese mpaye hunu anwuma nka ho no anase mpaye nwuma nka no mpaye hunu ndiko bo mpaye kreba dadala duro sogoro ka kanse hunu bi ni ade a na se wonni nwuma awde ebe tampa bo na chi a mpaye bo hunu ndi e ka che Ghana fo de am ya eno so sa de na ahete enipa bebre anko eno ase mi follow Western region de bebrebe loopholes bebrebe enipa be 1000 kwa konko menye kunya trans because go fa anko omu nu nia menye free ade na mkwa kwa enim na the chronicle de aba eno a ewo eye State House enkran eno mampeni John Dramani Mahama okasa ye no chemu se wo obo Ghana fo kokokokokokokoko pa se ade afra no eye tribal politics tribalism obi enjai amwa yen so ye 10 years so ya santini o so fantini o so ye die ni o wono so nimpa yenya sa yimu ni eye hwene mu no na tribal politics no embo man no enkanko ene ni nyini ntia no kokobo ene the chronicle de aba ne fe to so emiensa in fact o she ne furugu ene o she down black ene ne chance black and white no wife pa na era frank anodon prenso no obokoko se sene nkrofo 18 enetie ewo eye voter lake ni mu no ya ha adwen papa na wo kokko nti na no pay the chronicle kokobo mienu ene ode bai na abra de na nije eye quotation no pa na menimu ade se bia quotation no ayase kane prime minister no wo UK no Britain no Tony Blair aye Blair ni hunu oh okay aye Blair nti abra ko enim
yo me so me to aso Eddie a free the new publisher ko wakrata no o say hide nothing fear nothing say faith bibia nsie onso ansa nsuro bibia kani na gu ho say enra Thanksgiving na se empanimfo bebre na ekoye ena yera Duncan Williams oye bishop bia archbishop wadi etudwa ewo ho no ma wokatre say yensiesie o man Ghana say be ya ye kwa manone a ye nkose ye kwa kopa adwuma na ye bia bedi na emom ye kwa kodwudwu ye ho ye kwa kochele na ye san aba na tese yensu ye krom ayefe aha nti nru efutu a wode ma Ghana fo eno no the new publisher edi aba na eno ye Alexander Kwame na Fenyoma in minority leader in parliament edi the new patriotic party manyoku ni enim amom ko Thanksgiving no asibi saa so ena speaker of parliament ye dia beto a ye kiremu se wakasa se enche ye be ma ho kwan ama mrase bedwomfo atumi aka kase bia wo pe bia kase bia wa wo ka no ene se wo ye gonjeni wo ye edagombeni wo ye frafreni ene ye me be interpreters so na wo motumi akyerechim ene Chinese kasa kora na wo betumi aka wo no ye makwan language bia na wetum okay you say Ghanaian language anti kasa ye ka e wo Ghana no e bia wo betumi aka e wo honom the new publisher ko wakrata na ye de na ma no kwini
na meto aso de na so ska we de ke weduma obi na de bibidi asane ye no say tell the men speaking against prayer that have they forgotten that prayer is the key. Say education is also the key. The prayer is the key, the education is also the key. In the Mr. also go school, why? Because school never who say and Pabo no say the numa edeba. It is a who say prayer is the key, yeah. Then education is also the key.
No.
Maybe you lack education, that's why you are saying this.
Why?
I could do something the or the text message.
You should stop speaking against prayer.
Yeah, the men, Timenu Minu.
The person at say, Wobi anka some pie bon you. And yes, somebody say, and young pie bo any dibu mine.
Yes,
that is it, Asa. Wobi anka some pie bon yet. And young pie bon dibu mine.
Comprehension is very, very important. Woko school ye chira wana wo teacher. O se ye ka won tiase. Ya ye ka twi won tiase. Ye ka twi so se won tiase.
Woko bon pa enwuma ni o man no pa bo na ko bon fa so be na o so. Pa bo nwuma nka na pa bo kunu e ba bu prayer so na kan.
Wo be koma komukura na ono no odi message aba na onye adwuma nye yo.
Ana am say na ntwe no krampo me na ma dey tintin am say ono so se o ko school kaka.
Ana wo de punctuation
ti. Ade ade me ma ya abetumi kan.
And obi wo to miss or sani ade na chese we didi watam grammar ne nsanye. Me wa fa nte ya na me respond to omo no because who did you obi atam na wo san so the wrong grammar e ya na e ya. Grammar ne nye.
Ba we no ni atem ye meboa. Ana odi
ase we should stop speaking against prayer because prayer is the key. Only atem.
Prayer is the key. Atiase yan ka sem pai bonye ye se enyam paye ene di bu man eno ano no onti ontie enyam paye ene di bu man asa yan ku yanim
na kezu afọ kwa na nkesi aba de sam o ne nam wiem
kan ko fe tu bomb ikura ka bomb paye ama bomb na hangi wiem
yeso ye iza na no di
aha nti yan ku yanim
iza afọ bo ko chiro mo na o
tango
so we afuna me ba mi enu and na me say ono go for be disturb my adwen am so mo ba pa am Israel for because Iran for no more kontokwa onyansa ne de yin we Ghana ni ti Ghana ha say me bon pa am Israel for because of Iran to come ni Israel for e kon onyansa ne de yin
yanko
the Ghana publisher afena me di France na enra so Shia imam bi Muslim ko ba kon Shia imam bi have a warning NDC for big time. I think it's a video no ah. Sure. Was it John Dramani Mama His Excellency? You will say free judiciary. You will say free because you see, our position. We see we should cap the judiciary. Young cap no, young tum, young lock no. Number of people are and a number of judges are. A friend is saying Supreme Court no. Young cap no. Uba you be a cap no. So on cap. Would the big cake on? None you appointed 7 justices to the Supreme Court. Enti na wo position wo ka den tell ba mu no why different thing kremoni ayi for Shia Muslim imam and wo ka bie wo mu na tigano ma dwuma bie mu nim de wo school they know what is happening in this country. Hallelujah. Amen. Na on na kasa no krata ne feto so miensa yewra no don president ya ka ho asem dada na yewra Albert Komna dwumfo DJ for president ya say yi ne biem wo say ensem twefo fa ho de no ano aba say oba no aba babo ho ban health minister so and what him say obi ensuro covid in the yes ye cases ni bidie na so adwebra wo yi hu de free mu obi nya botre
na wo hwe say enra no ko elegon no na wo ko oni wo mu ekwa komafa na wo ko ne say covid-19 abade ye say ye hye nose mask enso na wo mu chiachia no me se wa hwe wo hu
aso covid we de ye hu different covid bendalo bendalo COVID. Something I started ba.
Inti ebetumi achiachia. Na nya COVID-19 ye recorded 2-3 cases so hana ye share se manchi obia na ye hye nose mask ni ade. Wa hye nose mask so me chiachia. Enti ye to aso. Mede the informer ko wakrata na beto aso no nso na me be sorry ewo medie nim. Na ehwehwemu ade na di kire mu se procurement fraud ɛno ne adeɛ eku Ghana paa ye sika ewura mu honom a ekogu amanfo wutumu no enya asem kuma de inform ko wakrata no so edi aba say yewura ahimon ne nsam na ababa eba na abrante no kra ye kuro ben so na wofiri a yesi yesi o ma sponsor campaign ye share ne bo say say contract bi bebo say ahimon so obema no cables bi oni ade ama asem na kwakopie mu e wo court eno ena mpanimfo binum knuche nkrata de mama mpanin se omomode ansa aban ne betumi aye sansem no hwehwe mu sanse yedim guase e de ma aban no e de inform ko wakrata nso e de aba informa ne wo kan wo ha ne se MPP fo eyiye wura abronye e de ama adenti a ne nsem bia wokaka e de efa yewura Duncan Williams ho no enti MPP fo atwom ho e de efri no ho ene ekuo bi ene wo mu kire mu se galamse yakon no baby edru ni de e was say to me declare state of emergency because adentia na aban we abra na wo position no na wo frɛ say yen declare state of emergency na ono ba ye no wa ye din because galamse kon no ye hu no so asa de chi ne de sen na ye hu no so mpanifo no wo mo no nam site frakadam ne ade ehye helmet wo hye helmet a wo de ko galamse site wo de ko ye den e wo ho nti a state of emergency e was say to me e declare the inform ko wakrata de nam anope
daily guide the wakrata no ene di wie krakrakra na ya pe be bia fa na obama ne sameje mfi aka ho abia wono ene last minister o committee dia pam ho e kire mu se wono mo ba beti eye anti gold ball task force na de modwo me ne se o mo bebawura be bia ton gold bia smaller outlets no o mo bebawura be bia ne se be to se wo ton gold o fa mre gold board fo a o beto kakanka omo de sebe fa chemi oni ntwekwati o se de ya ba yetumi ya na ayenchin ma ne ato aso a de twaweche ho ese fa nizere e twaweche ese sebe o da bonsam gem omo de no bi na echi twaweche masa ba omo konso a task force for the cameras be bobo mo ho ye be camera wo mo body cameras ye be bobo mo se na be omo so kono omo konkwa extortions bi ekwaje kakra na eja wo mo no nti ye be monitor wo mo e control room wo ti mo so mo kwa na mo de ache mutrim but in prem de old trading licenses ni na no PMMC for the ma this a year gold a year friends sellers no we you be the free system no so wo so be mo be license for na so ne dia no end from sa yero mahama so no kasa fa no say yankasa ntia a year tribalism religious extremism and no anan ba kon so boss eno no COVID-19 ehun sansam na yesa asa pege no mu biem na oske enchene nipa epani Izera minta kando obedi be 6 months wa olumai ni tiwu na afudwen numu na afudwen ene kiro sa membuo mu no amemmo na fom health minister wadani akokora ntamu se de ye okokwa adima menu put na we na akokora no de be health minister abranta kama menye so obedi be 60 years oba akokora mo no sa adan and also some do say 107 cases and so far I confirm health minister so na work say you see positive ne amrobes bim so atutututuo and I'm so ebinum atwa na nan mo nsie de emudu so de ya kire wo mo ewo that shooting no emo usikade besia
okay mayana mo ase na no pay say mwetime de kwa krata mu se mwetime aba busua wo hwe obre no some 24 minutes gone past 8 ye na eye o kire mabani abnase wa mani ampo ase yene Dr. Frederick Buahin etwa enkobono so a member of the NPP Western Regional Communications team for what WhatsApp message and a text message brand 0248071174 yeah, live on all our social media platforms on Facebook Western Diamond Television, on YouTube Western Diamond Television, on TikTok Western Diamond TV. I'll pay that's it.
To be 101.3 when honorable members who had been to parliament before and others lost, they all really went around with Professor Edubwai. I was there. I saw with my eyes the spirit of respect and cooperation among all of them, like Dankwa and Busia and Dombo did. Throughout the campaign, nobody said anything untoward about anybody. I can assure you. And they went about telling us delegates. I was a delegate. as secretary of Greater Accra. I was the first secretary of Greater Accra in the party.
Like I say, Dr. Frederick Buahina Babekansa, a member of the NPP Regional Communications Team. And anybody in common. I don't pay my men yeah. Christian Divine Church, Asafoma, or a year, a Memphis Central. Here, want to be precise. Christian Divine Church, Asafoma, no, I don't pay me chiamo. A Memphis Central, here, I don't pay chiamo. Sofo Charles Sarkodia. Papa no pay Yaminka, who won't show one your cashier, Matintia, one new woman, one farmer, one peja free a dumu quadumu. And Chiamu and Pimo said in command. Sofo Charles Sarkodia. Oda a year Christian Divine Church as a Funano, a year here, our Memphis Central, a part of pay das. I think Chiamu and Pimo said in command. Meama Sinimpo. And Nane, Eda, and Naya, Wodina, Woda. It's a happy belated birthday going out there to Madame Gloria Ewa, who don't have friend until mine. Oh, Hiawa, Madame Anopay, and Chiakesi and Confirma. Bushaphone and Chiamu and Pimosi, Uncle Enfa and Mamo. Afemia, my master. Yeah. Mr. Backman, who will compare on Yanya Medicine Motors, and a pay me chiao. Mr. Abebrese of Abrispin Furniture Works, who are here, Upamun Konya, and home croneba. Mr. Abebrese do pay and Chiaka Supa and confirm. I don't pay my Yanchao or Hunamuboko, dear.
Osi, Nyamiadum, Yahum Boko,
Yeda Yame Ase Papa, and Yami Asepa. Yes, you are doing here.
Aqua Basso.
Yenya. Now, a charity say,
Osi, Nyamiadum, and Jiddy, no payment by Namiti, Prophet or Chamaba. My sister. Moho there, something in an Awakan, a Chiboko, and Jidda Takoradi for so a few Ankasa. So I don't pay everybody is happy that you are back in your chair.
Thank you, Abba.
Denyamiasi.
Abansoni Abba.
Elsie.
Edumadeno de ebeye. Yanyamu ye de edumadeno. Oh, yebeye pa.
Osi yebeye.
And found the amount for Becca.
Osi yebeye.
Say Ajemkwa Yesu Kristo kra no amount for cansem bebre no afa no. So, na minu mienu. Oh, yeah, body ya say yeah, the low kra. So, actually yeah,
people hate you, but those who love us, so there are many.
Thank you.
Yeah, dear Ankasa.
Very well, Doc. Me pa chao and rather national prayer and thanksgiving we no ukobi.
Oh, say na me dem care down.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, some baby in shusho fufu bindi. Me care down. And then na ibu. Also there say onye Methodist Park here NPP adaroma why in Astro Tefia. And come there jamachire way in Zoom. Because anka himfa no obehia.
Himfa no mkosi akoye.
Anka che way in Zoom. Ekwa fie kuma so a ono so anya Astro Tefia anka me chire way in Zoom.
That's right.
Intino ame de monko anka ye hwe wo ho. Na anka am danka me se wotu na nado danko akufo ado ne start you no. Na anka yakwa na anka de Astro Tef ni nyina aka ho. Na anka do kwai. Na anka hwe bebe obegina. Why you want a National Thanksgiving Day?
Yeah,
very shameless people.
But how do you? Me know, me dey nanka because we mo kwosere Boniface mpu. Na mo kwadanya me ase abom pae. Na wade am. Hwe yakase empaibo eye. Nanso no enya empaibo mu man.
Of course.
Empaibo mu man yo.
No, see.
Empaibo ye. Ubaba mpaye but enya mpaye a ye bo no na ebebu man no dia ma wo ene ma ne hihye ya a wo de beba no na eba beboa ama menu mienu eto aba no ye ho ahan ye nya no ano no
o si na
ye hwa no
e bom pay 1 July them 1 July ye increase electricity.
That is it.
Them 1 July ye increase fuel. The 1 July increase insurance. And in there, the 1 Ghana cedis per liter na was suspended. Was the 16th of July implementation by start.
Yeah.
Nitino the men pay now Okoboy yeden. Since you are to few more.
Yes.
16th of July, there will be that 1 Ghana cedi per liter on our fuel.
Yeah.
Takobon per the yeden. What at all is happening? Remember that these people, they have lost focus. Clearly, they have lost focus. And I say the focus they have lost is too early.
Too early.
Osi, where I'm the German penny too. When it comes to the dollar, and I'm there gold border, and $1 rate.
Yes,
and $1 rate 12 cedis 50 pesos to $1.
Now Bank of Ghana
10. Bank of Ghana dollar rate as at 1st July 10.3048 the buying rate. Echo gold border only a 12.50.
Etino Pefe said, hey, Bank of Ghana, a small economy, and a some gold board of you see, Yabaka said, Sadia, what will now more a cosmetics. I saw it here. And you're natural.
Nothing.
You see, and you're natural.
How can you tell me that? Since you make it 10 cedis 30 pesos. Moko Bank of Ghana, many dollar. But remember gold board there, na me bought to gold there. On the other the exchange rate of 12 cedis 50 pesos na medeba.
You see,
Sammy Jemfi. Now when we are catching the ordinary businessman there, on the dollar rate in the 10 point. I break Yako Bank of Ghana also ye be. Mr. Dano me yanku be more bank hayala. Meti the dollar wa before them so see. E di men kapebe yes 100 or 200 be mon fund for. Nti me friend. The dollar no. No, sir, Fred, I mean, can't show. Dollar never bank to be a bit that. They call black market. Into call black market. Black market is one rate to share 13 cedis.
Yes.
That's their rate. Until the send this in a only argument when it comes to the dollar. Madam 10 cedis 30 pesos in the encore. Non-co to be brow. Baby, I want to end this in what on dollar 10 cedis. Uncle to be brow. If it is not cosmetics, on your jandam, on your setting, uncle to be brow. And they can produce it.
Okay. And you know, as at Enra Republic Day, no, and President John Mahama introduced you some new taxes. But the taxes for be about account. One, a 21.9% increment on VAT on non-life insurance premiums. Now, fuel prices increment by 5% on diesel and 2% on petrol. 2.45% increment in electricity tariffs effective ENRA. Prices of all locally manufactured plastic products increased by 7% effective ENRA. And you know, Republic Day, you know, at 2 bako and 9 and a President John Mahama and so at the Abesinse Yukumudok.
Osi,
Yentiawe.
Mese ended that. Now, obili chemu there, them non-life insurance. And when there and there obi wa, ebi wa death insurance. Ebi wa na mame wa ye paying. And ebi also ye insurance. Internet salary no. Ebi at the end of every month no better on kakran that ho. Ebi wa 5 years. Ebi wa cap ma bra wo mame no obowu. On na John Dramani Mahama na NDC fosi. Wo mame na wewu no. A wo papa na wewu na. Insurance na ye no. Inti ekwa kaji muskan wala uskano osisi ano no obaji mu 21% of woman ame awewu an webusheni awewu na aye no ho insurance. President John Dramani Mahama said obaji 21% of sikana wala that ho na ekwa akwaji. President John Dramani Mahama, how can you be this wicked? Huh? How can this NDC be wicked today? Meti hey, no my insurance ama mama, my insurance ama papa. Tam na so nyame aton sa afre no mekaji skane bia me da bobo mo me da ye ya ebeji mu bi na mama me no yo ma me no wu ya me busheni na wewu oye we busheni na wewu. So why do I have to pay? Because of my own savings. And this is Obia 1st July or a Thanksgiving. Look at what he has brought onto the neck of Ghanaians. Show onto the neck of Ghanaians. Obi sede yako IMF na yako to yake IMF conditionalities. Me say I'm speaking on record there. Radio 360. Messi, last week it was the same argument. Last week Friday. Now, Kwame Malcolm said there. On the PRC in pain-free. Why you on interview not less than 3 times? There. The electricity tariffs that have been happening this year, is it because of the IMF condition? Also, no. It's not because of the IMF conditions. In this, and every send this in your own year, where is the conditionalities? Now, conditionalities in Ukraine, say to May, no June, or 3 months. What at all is happening in this country there? Since an electricity tariffs has been increased by President John Dramani Mahama, not less than 17.15%. 6 months down the line. Abra and Nado Danko Akufo-Addo nitim ye deno. Last year, the whole of the year, 6.4%. NDC just 6 months, what to 17.15%. Who is a wicked government? One nitim ye den. Shasha na Nado Danko Akufo-Addo ni regime ni nyina for 5 years want to electricity. 5 good years. Out of the 8 years, NPPAD want to electricity. Even the year 2018, Ukraino, there was a reduction rather in electricity, 17.3%. Na Nado Danko Akufo-Addo, why you be papa? Ultimate electricity do 17.3%. And this, what have you seen? Just 3 months, 6 months. You have to electricity, you have to water bill. And say due to Iran-Israel war, no, fuel prices in Obakano. Look at what is happening. Now there has been an increase. The increment is there. This is the government also there or why you are decent Nado Danko Akufo-Addo. And let us not forget that in the second, why 2 weeks, President John Dramani Mahama would take 1 cedis upon every liter. That's increment to that be yedo to China. Since you're a driver. Eto 1 gallon be about President John Dramani Mahama 4 cedis 50 pesos 1 gallon. So how many gallons said be juma in a day? Not in a month calculate. Na gallon be for 4 cedis 50 pesos. Calculate by gallons said juma in a month. Na this be no anka also more free electricity. Wadamoa. It is a what to electricity, what to water, insurance what to. Hey. COVID levy when you fuel, it is still on our list. Now, sounds about to fuel me bioma. Abasama. And the Ghanaian worker bill was on TikTok complaining that 10% in the mass government worker as economy in you. President John Dramani Mahama. This is the promise we gave to Labour Union that economy in yet. It won't get 10%. Abra na Nado Danko Akufo-Addo was in it me a den or you're wicked. He was able to give 25% last year.
Yeah.
That's I mean 10%. 10% that mean since you're not for Koti Kwando ajini na. It's a Ghanaian worker no. How much? Necessary bosum so odibo kofi.
Doc, ade ba ko a me kaya na mahunu se NDC aban se bia buru wo dada manfo no enie. Obekaya ato force na call vetting no. Wo bi say na se kwan ben so na aban ne be fa wo be increase revenue because wo so mba be yi taxes bi dey free ho. And wo say wo mo nim kwan a wo be fa so increase more revenue. But enya de a wo mo ede new taxes bia eba. Taxes dada na e wo ho no. Nyom be yi free mu no, wo mo yi free mu ade e be ka no so no, wo mo fa bi e meka ho. Enti wo kesa asem we e wo committee nanim. Na de akwachen ya na wo de eye eto bebrebe no ano esan so abegu Ghana fo so a. Na sebe impleduasa wo sa minister no. Oni Ghana fo ani ni yi o. Because we say aban no teso de dada no eye ni timodefo aban. Wo de to kum eye businesses wo Ghana ha. Yan to abantia no ba wo be yi taxes ni be free ho. Na afei what me abomoden abe generate more revenue. But nya de a wo de taxes bia eye de e ba beka dada no ho. Wo ba ya July 1 nkoa no eto baako enan. Nyame aduma 16th July. Ya de dum so levy no so e ba beka ho. Abai atu adwumafo akatua mu just 10%. Adwumayani no wanya den survival doc.
Osi.
Kwame so no be for be survival.
The me say ended that so much TikTok. Ghana work be also bosom so. And they say you manage with your call 3,000 or your abuse. The what you call 3,000. Solano Quidman 9 to 5 in this country or your abuse that you collect 3,000 cedis. And since you're on show, that's what you call 3,000. How do you survive? How do you survive? Our President John Dramani Mahama Nanasi. How do you survive? And there, also, Mr. say a Solano per what Takoradi. Go to food vendors in now. What's the rice? No bar before. Oh yeah, no bar before. So the amount of money you spend on breakfast alone, what Takoradi. Lunch and buy. I can't tell me in Bra coffee. Say in the Takoradi, most guys, Mr. Sunday near town Yerika. Most guys in this no do bend over the fufu pa e what Takoradi we abre. Ondi. Because the amount of money you will spend and Sunday the lunch e what Takoradi ha. Ain't no say yes what Ghanaians are going through. And look at the promises you gave. Na ebe no. Since you Ghana you no open ejuma no kofie. Ni prepaid asa. No look to prepaid nibia. He has to pay extra 17% out of 100 cedis by force. I would there auto extra 17% of the amount or the count. No longer from water. 1.3. Water bill has been increased. Abre, when you went to vetting, you promised Ghanaians thereby taxing your citizens on the prudent way of raising revenue. Meken John Jenapo, when he was in opposition. Also, there say inefficiencies for electricity company of Ghana. On your Ghanaian in our door bear the consequences of the inefficiencies are our electricity company of Ghana. The man at force and so kind. But look at in there. The Mukofebe look at their sectors. And one point of what tax Ghanaians pa. So John Jina post the one Ghana city so about to little be adon. What do call to fuel keke? Only fuel. So now the Ghanaian driver no no quote to fuel no. On the city and wadoma abujina postka no so do quote to fuel. Hey, then. Ye really den one bin ewo krom ha. Abrebe ye 300 million na da kwato sanitary pad. What we no this month what sanitary pad. Last month what ya. So NDC government team kukuru 300 million Ghana cedis. Do kwato sanitary pad. Me bisa woba there. Woba. Last month onya sanitary pad ni bia. This month onya ya. So these people know how to waste Ghanaian money. Taxpayers' money. But Obanenji dia when him da na would ordinary Ghanaians has to pay for it.
Okay. You know, one more enya enhunu eye etro no a ehyasie enra no. 21.9% increment on VAT on non-life insurance premiums. Fuel prices increment by 5% on diesel and 2% on petrol. You know, you can say fam wo bu on yatum. E be affect driver for no. And ye sa 1 Ghana cedi per liter of fuel la obeto ne levi ni be kan dia. A driver for no peja cash entuade buo no de ko esorosoro a. Ye mpese e beti so obi a be kasa wa ha. Because one more no ma candidate say aban board hu muso no implement sa 1 Ghana cedi levi no a. One beto a entuade buo. And a fuel buo nso ya tumu 5% no. Entene e be kan wa. You can imagine transport first baby a eba be pager e de akọ and all that chance so 2.45% increment in electricity tariff e da wo ho no nti eba be kan eye draba akọ ne say 14.45% mebua
yes
aha nti ebe kan ho ana ye kọ be 17
in your 17
and afei so no wo manufacture plastic products no rubber near ne sa we no plastic chairs ne bucket ne honko ne ba no aban si ene ehyaase nra what 7% increment ena what eba etino endei bibia abo be ye den wo Ghana ha ba kwa wo mu a chese ebema niema escalate na ye fuel prices no ye tumu pe asentuade abo be koso what 1% no 1 cedi no so ba and the Becosro more. Nippano or to Adiano, and now could gun over for Canako. A buono cosra, near Mana, walk off our bow or tone, and also Bobede, and also Boba Cosro. And today, Koya na say, ye buy it. And to go giant the Asian and I don't say, now Dr. Bamian some pa. And can I yet tell you? I'm telling you, Abusumi sia, and ye we, Yabo Rabusumi and Somu. A hotel ma pane taxes are. President Mahamane and this year by Edia Gugana for sono. And cannot dada na etono cry no ano mokikamu se enyano. Nkada no cry de ye.
Aba.
O ye mfa to ho a ana dok mebua.
Ebe osi.
Ah. Dada na ye.
Hwe.
So
when Sierra and when this if they are defending these things that their government is doing now. No oye mwan kasa. There. President Oliver no say there he levy on ye. So I'll take or the taxes not their campaign.
Yes.
President John Dramamno. One the focal point was taxes. He levy. Or the year campaign the man betting tax.
COVID levy. Or the taxes is not the year campaign.
Entino ebe e won no pone de no. He levy no sanka den transfer sika. Sanka wanto. Betting tax. Nkofo hin pan we try bet.
No mucha kra do send.
Do draw send woody. But look at on the net taxes or that benigna. There is no escape. Whether you like it or yes. Ebotia. Electricity entia. Water entia. Fuel entia. Plastics entia.
Obia use plastic.
One no use plastic of you. You pay. So only whereby Nanado Nankwa Akufo-Addo was selecting that if you only come to buy or if you come into that bracket now you pay no. When it comes to President John Dramani Mahama, ne no or you quite or compulsory by force.
Yeah, we had the abetia.
We had den ubetia. So from end of July, every Ghanaian is paying these taxes, whether you like it or yes. Every Ghanaian is paying these taxes. Melody say nyamuncha bet. This year, temuncha beto. Last year mencha bet. Entino sanka eka betting taxa anka last year this year anka muntue bi he living on me a mobile money so but with this
mobile money crap na be
yes what pan obey but with this whether you like it or yes
you hu free menye yi obetua
e ya muslim o e ya christian o e ya buddhist o e ya malam o you pay abasama Emde jama urban education sector won so ehun communicate bi na wada abade.
Oh mehunu.
Ehun dem school uniform na me calculate
very wicked
430 Ghana cedis. 430 Ghana cedis. For 8 years Ghanaian student was not paying this 430 Ghana cedis. On uniform alone. President John Dramani Mahama, NDC, Haruna Drisu na APAC. They are taking 430 Ghana cedis on uniforms. Me calculate. Abasama. Ochede NDC no why you know some Canana fraud sabi how they are operating. There is no way you escape. How would you escape? Then escape. With the intention of what to Yamado. And the certain idea do. Aye. Now you are Kwasamijin fuel. Now look, I meant for 12 cities, 50 pesos to $1 men phone call. Ebo Bank of Ghana. The Bank of Ghana never no one cent on your $1 only be. So these people are now deceiving Ghanaians on a system I who be that. But me say you need that we explain these things to Ghanaians. There a regional minister and the kawa boy ya wade kaya Thanksgiving. A kawa boy. Osi, me say Pedro Apollo stretch ida. Osi enwa that minim sem for wa. Pie ahwian na we go ifina we go kwan. Osi so aje kwan afa. Sisi anu say gina ho. Na say de le peka. Na say car be so leba. The kind of huntu obo pegu na ho no. And look at what you are spending money on. Upon all the taxes you are putting on the neck of Ghanaians. Look at our road. This is a Takoradi has become dirtier. You won't be da. Ewa Ghana hadi. Abasama.
Okay.
Osi. Aba bone ya ye okroma.
Etiro ye betua. Tua ye obi antimi nka so ontua because baby odi afa de otwu mu tan korado a. Obetua ntino.
Mesa ya mala mebotua.
Obi abetua bi.
Eye Buddhist ebotua.
Na me de me den se ukoto ade anya ade a ye be gbisa se o party card we hefa. Na yi NDC fo asinchese ye mo ntua sa taxes ni bi. Obi abetua bi. Ye ka se kura no. Womo bre bebre no kura NDC fo no. I'm telling you. Do no a womo bre no NDC fo no. Womo aso na be ko social media. Akobo aban na ba so. Uwia no abeda kom. Can you imagine this?
Mankai in the na menya NDC be kasa. No was last year during the elections. Metro hadi and we koto help FM. Na what the help FM what to and what the bajan dam nkote. Na they won the election. So he was proud there. They were able to use Jandam or Metro Hadi. No, what did win the election? You know, what taught them time in the basis we and so we I'm now on your taxes. Manquetin Mutia. I'm now winning on you will come ha. Obiabetia. And no one question defend it. Our social media. Who defend you are not about Dakom? Abba. Who defend you are about Dakom? Hey, Timon Koso. When your weekly Thanksgiving, if you are above for car, ebotia. A pepper 1 year no daily Thanksgiving, if we are about of plastics, ebotia. If we are ecofia, electricity, ebotia.
Diradian the engine you abba. Yami Aduma ene the 24-hour economy policy no. President John Mahama ni gusitando ebe lanchi ombe pound toma na me pa chao di omunie wam so mu hia $4 billion na wam dey implement 24-hour economy no and an opinion and Dr. Hayford Mensa ira kwa edi nkomo and was say sa 4 billion no ni omunie and rather parliament ye adwuma bi World Bank sika bi e bae na NDC fo no pese wamo ekwefa kuntuna se na wamo edekose 24-hour economy no mu but the minority in parliament don sem no won ko eyi beto monte say hey mo ye bibia mo pesika mo mpe kwan a anampo mo nka de mo diska ne kwakoye nya de ebetimi am hwe na so no ye adanko dada do ise mo we na ska we ro ye de koye we nso ebeko wie che na odi ko hye bibi fufuro mu a ene entwa yie aban ne say what the $360 million do a and rather o ma approve ye no ena e ba bewura 24-hour economy no mu na sa $3.7 billion na ebeka no eno no ankura no a wom do ho ba be hyemu no wom na we be generate sa sika no e de wura 24-hour economy no mu na 24-hour economy no agina na show wa ban no mu no a policy no we implement no ska de say we $360 million na me ankura na me ti ba bi no and me fa sa 3.7 billion no e mewuram wasa so aka kire say ade no enya by force me boa nti ade enya by force no ne survival rate at say and na ode eye 3.7 billion nko akoto ankura ne so no wo se enya by force nti ade no ebe gina ne nice one na doc
osi
anya scam na nkrofo scam ye
am da what scam no kra am da or moderate word or moderate papa where in the day you bring na me say NDC men one character about NDC from the campaign to one ruling during the campaign one ano quantum ja one adwen their mouth run faster than their mind so they put the mind in the house. Now what they are no what it's na TV and radio do. So because only the mouth was running, they were able to say things that does not correspond with the mind. Also make come then. And when the 24-hour economy, Eshema one chairman, I said doing ketia okay. With respect to a 24 hours economy, Masami Jemfi Ken. With respect to a 24 hours economy, no ma ended that. Me take Gusitando. Ended that when I had the topic, I was on YouTube, so I listened to. Na mo hwe makusitando ono so le ka on the 24 hours economy. And with that clearly, it is contradicting. Contradicting cry. And with that, Sami Jemfina Chairman I said Dunketia. And with the Wakade, our ye carpenter, our ye mason, piano, 24 hours economy. No, you can operate under it. They'll give you a specialized meter. On the tariffs in what form? Into the meter no what the bomb. I said Dunketia so KBO. There's a welder in Umbrino because you work in the night. They'll give you special meter, tariffs no form. I said don't get an explanation on my internationally Juma. The tariffs no work corner over father obey Juma. Into say a welder el kokumpi. Necessarily Juma from a 8 na Juma. Or instead of there daytime no, used to 1 hour about 10 Ghana. Early Juma in Brebe about 7 Ghana or 5 Ghana. Yeah. According to Chairman, I said don't get ya. Now, Sami Jemfiso say, only the what the specialized meter into a hairdresser, a welder, a carpenter. Once you come under the 24 hours economy, it will surely cover you. There, Eliye Juma not the better with electricity tariffs. These are the people who increase electricity tariffs by 17%. The Munkofi. No, we increase electricity tariffs by 17.15%. Yeah, and then me take Gusitando. Now, F baby 24 hours economy. Ono how am the world structure no. Na me solu huna me nim or chere nam da juma manifesto no committee no when they were sitting up on the 24 hours economy. Am the chairman na say dun ka wan kobi. Sami Jemfi wan kobi. Nti am da jama ho na yimbe no wo hwe won TikTok anopa no abeta no akeke bia no wasoloko. Hwe papa ne say 1 the existing factories no or Ghana. Just like one day so to one factory now, and this what you can ti akufo adu no. Eyi or you just rebranding keke. Osi or you rebranding. This is a wound to me. Now, and now Western Diamond, not there. Since I'm aboto. And now new management beno. Miss our nyejuma and we nyejuma. Na me be no matter to nyoma wa hanyina na my rebranding. Only for me to be doing the programs na eye na only that meyi Osikani nebi amaka fa kwame menye na aba. This is what is happening with the 24 hours economy. Osi the existing factories, then there's one a poultry farmer. What they will do in there, they will give you more beds. Or more beds in order for you to produce more. So, on yet they are coming with a new ideas or industries bill. One focal point in it, that this is how they are going to operate.
But okay, yen show. And I know that President Mahama call Sunrise FM Kofodua. Host ni bisa say kwan ben so e na 24-hour economy e be affect before ma wo mo Kofodua, the local economy wo Kofodua. And John Mahama say 24-hour economy ni by force.
Nya by force, yes.
And to know anya by force, how do you expect people to get themselves involved in idea say voluntary? And da hono say betimi atie no aba ye ntie nim razisi a
mfaso be no mu betimi enya a free 24-hour economy.
24-hour economy no
24-hour economy senia waboboso yi yemfa ifi asem debiti se kofrudia ani akwatia se wo ba 24-hour economy no kofrudia ani akwatia say ye de yemfa to ho mfaso be no mu betimi enya a free 24-hour economy.
24-hour economy no voluntary and the IF force. The policy in the
24-hour economy senia waboboso yi yemfa ifi asem debiti se kofrudia ani akwatia se wo ba 24-hour economy no kofrudia ani akwatia say ye de yemfa to ho mfaso be no mu betimi enya a free 24-hour economy.
24-hour economy no voluntary
24-hour economy nya by force. 24-hour economy no ye ba ye the policy ne beba.
Nse o si na me ka chere. Miss the amat during campaign ano no kontam.
Kontam. Papa no amutu a wakeka dia me no me.
They had Miss Amendeda. I listened to Kusitando on a City FM where you na Bernard Avle. no be send questions na no keka. So it prompted me to follow link na mko YouTube na mresi mrite na message. When you look at what chairman Asedun Ketia oye Ehwe Masami Jemfiye ya ne president John Dramani Mahama okay next Ehwe Makusi Tandole kana me so ye different approach oye different. It clearly tell you that either the Gusi Tando didn't understand the mindset of President John Dramani Mahama Asedun Ketia or Sami Jemfi or president chairman communication director and when you now want to Gusi Tando ni view nasi. Either the main side no to other side nobody understood each other because me send them say they came to finance that how are they going to finance these things. That is why you are saying that also the private sector no and when I said they will generate the finance because there was no finance coming from the government. When you listen to Kusitando into us Exim Bank, name there's some foreign banks Sibinum no baba into what you have to do is just a koboro. Then you come and start the thing. It's not about NDC is doing anything. Into onyede them 24 hours na chama I say don't get and wole kade. Onyede of a pharmacy. Say a pharmacy. Ewo Ghana. And Takoradi a pharmacy. Ebi a pede around 24 hours na. They will provide security. So aware a pharmacy na. You can be there 24 hours. The security will be around. Now, wa support and my team are 24 hours. Also, a kokumpe, well, there's some no can commander na they will provide you with security. This is what they say though.
Now, who providing the panel with a security? Secure didn't share Gumanum run 24 hours, no offer Nipami, no account, Bakune or Hon, Adia.
Let me say, when you listen to Kusitanda, the main American pharmacy, no one count, dear, one count. No.
Because me, because the document or the comma back be no. City FM etimi e capture e church the museum kakra de ba.
Yes.
Me hunu be bia wo kan say one job, 3 shifts, 3 people.
No.
You see, ne omo nyina e say ade no you can say program no and it'll fall on these 7 you can say sub programs. One grow 24 focus on modernizing agriculture.
Yes.
Make 24 targeting industrial and manufacturing growth. Connect 24 aimed at optimizing supply chains. Aspire 24 a cultural shift to promote a productivity driven national mindset. And I or say one more at the year you can say integration of digital skills training into TVET and so and I'm saying idea we no kwamba so na be creating numadi amaye
say ended da metina wo tei am put be HSFs I mean ended da metina wo me data me some tei da men pharmacy well da hairdresser no me na idea President John Dramani Mahama na ne chairman na no communication director what's now what can across this country nyina those people does not fall under what Kusitando said extra policy now she nim onya de what the tariffs specialized meter biadeba one factory from ba your pharmacy one more security biara okokumpa wo ba anaju 10 o'clock na ho de liye djuma de President John Dramani Mahama say obro security etina wa no obi abeche wa papa wenum okokumpe
but I was expecting say anka womo a blueprint regarding the implementation of the program because ukoye Singapore ne womo maka omatimi ara 24-hour economy successfully over the years doc that make kind of blueprint no womo dey kind a survey a nationwide survey a national survey ehwe nipa dodo a edura na adwoa womo pie ba monten ebe bobra and omo say okay say ya e be a region way province way no 24-hour economy no betimi agina nice so pa a chain region way esan say ha no night life no e more than I say day life no when we are saying amani nyina ehwe the effect of night life ne say amani nyina omo wie no e no omo tena say ekeka si ani unu say this time around no you implement e be yie one we mo hwe omo security say baby aye 24-hour economy no security I be provide ama state na region no at say what we are saying amani nyina electricity public transport 24-hour economy no thrive on say niam am yensa we one public transport 2 electricity and 3 you can say security wama Ghana your security to say wama mo yemomofo krai daylight robbery na ya twinto de asuom so na ebomu pe ekumwom wo say me nko waste me nkwa wo 24-hour economy tantan ya wo de aba no me nko tena ho ma de enche
anaju 2 o'clock
na meti wo say me jimini ana mese me kansi mini ana mese e ba ba mobile money
me de 10,000 na me de market
na me de market sector na adwo
Abra Sharaf on Anthony Joshua na wanam na awo de we jode ko bukom 10 o'clock ananima 10 o'clock 2 o'clock
adie ne there is no way say emprempre sa adie ne be adwuma Ghana ha
anka transport no
transport sector to say public transport sector to say
no about 6 na Takoradi ha eloko aguna kwanta
kwa dira wasa kama you see it is no we have not taken into consideration that what base ene o ko lunch 24-hour economy who does that I don't know
it's a message the message that they sold to Ghanaians the 24 hours economy no osi onya dem no worry no so matter them there was one district assemblies no one mo be at 25 million no said them the one for being see 24 hours market across the district. Intina I can imagine that them 24 hours market a bit listen then osi a listen then na ma shampo ho e dumbanso e we bush no mu na we si market intino etlem up to 2 o'clock ma dia chen what will you be selling abra ana jeno kra no say kiku na mepeda moto ade I can just on my phone just order Jumia anything ade be che na order abram nti woda na ju 2 o'clock no na me fi be bia meti there no kwa aguna kwanta what chere no these people
at the end of the buy no and what di kan no o chese wo mu ni mu nti ase o
me say wo ja dwene to fe na no kontam
ai wo mu ni mu nti ase wo mu ni mu nti ase because wo mu nti ase pa nka obekwa kofa policy document no a wo I implement ye
yes
now I can blueprint now nya ho nti ase
yes
now I sha ase
yes
do you get it
yes
even kra no say obesha ase a pilot wo baby a so aka baby a nice life no extra nice very vibrant no
yes
now akose ho ne kena na fe o rolling out kakra
yes
o so ade abum o se me be lunch 24-hour economy e dey ehihye na dey guapo no so
the whole district in Ghana we see 24 hours market that into no chere entontom lu nkoma na can you imagine that in a market 24 hours which market abra tire meseke we kwa Accra. There are some places in Accra. They life what bana 24 hours.
Yes.
Go to Kumasi.
Yes.
Come to Takoradi.
Yes.
Yes. You operate.
Yes.
Pilot basis. Then you expand it.
Oh. Just say. I didn't in the bu my pa dear. I am telling you. Nese me bu obi anim tia. NDC. Ebi ni ho.
There.
Ebi ni ho.
Messi, it is so sad.
Ebi ni ho, bra, ebi ni ho.
Na messi me kede ya to abewe no. Me can this ni bi. See ya call bi. What's the President John Dramani Mahama? Oba ba Ghana de Dubai. Oba ya Ghana de Dubai. Na mo de minim.
Na wanu bibia.
Na minim sa kwa no continental. Bi wa wan continental o de nyin. There another
Oba Ghana ha Dubai.
6 killer disease injection wan wo bi. Nti no there esde oba how na yetimi a wo Dubai ni yetimi wa how can you say that
dog what was it number lunch President Mahama Freddy Kanka say enrada ene o declare tema and Takoradi port 24-hour port into no mo de enra no mo show 24 hours na se
into no be den ho
o be den ho miminim me kan ne so mo lunch a entire mo de be ba no na yahunu port na sisi wo no anadu nyino mo ya adwuma etidi ambiem what again
me chere
chese o kan NDC fo no wo ma wo nkan
na me eda na mbi so bi de ma wo port na enko hoda port na ya ko na kwhwe first na onye na Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia no ya port paperless intinde you can track your goods obodru a ehu tam obebodru first year near carry papers they can you win your man and then you can pay all of this online.
Yeah.
It's in that Takoradi port and say look over. No look over there. No container near do on internet local.
That is it.
My first, when it comes to payments now, we do it manually. Dr. Lord Mahmoud Baumia, paperless port, so we see it. It operates in the down.
Yeah.
Now them 24 hours. That is why I also don't support him. Because on him the formalities is already there. Now I didn't okay.
But any
or the computer be akwa. I know I can support do our supply like or that better no do ko.
Jomse no lunch. Nti ya kwan me ma fi mani ni maso a me kwan na me hu de e betue bo
oh ya sam
nti wo de yanya di nyanhwe wo me ya $4 billion na ho de implement 24-hour economy no e je no ano no yeah some few messages na yan kwan we say Oscar, good morning. We should keep quiet and suffer because we warned Ghanaians but they didn't listen. I am Eugenia watching you from Egiso. Greetings to you all. Okay, thank you very much, my sister. Where is it? Greetings to you all. Nana, I'll say, look, Ghanaians are ungrateful. Let NDC punish us. All this is happening to we, the citizens, and we are suffering. Not the NPP alone. Setting NDC from Jerome. Where is your good morning? Please, some of the pastors in this country are hypocrites. They should tell JDM to sign the anti-gay bill. The pastors, where are you? Because Galamsey is going on. Sister Debbie Edifibogo so way Ebaye. Where she was good morning. Can you imagine how hypocritical Mahama and some Ghanaians are? Nana Akufo-Addo wanted to build a national cathedral for God, but Mahama and his NDC people and some Ghanaians lambasted him here and there. So why national prayer and Thanksgiving service now? Sami Dollar has no shame. He should shut up and enjoy his dollars with Agrada. Mahama Bako taxes bebre. EDK Edifree Obuase ena ode ebai. I say greetings to my mom Auntie Akosua Pokua. Where she was good morning. If you are a Ghanaian and you attended yesterday prayer and Thanksgiving, then you wasted your time because it was arranged by a president Frimpong Manso Edifree Esubua and Odiwe Ebaye. Where she was good morning. I cannot still understand as in how Ghanaians chose Ojamfunu over a live and vibrant human being. JDM says he's Ojamfunu who cannot feel pain when you cut him. So whatever he's doing, he doesn't feel for anybody. What an insensitive person. Greetings to Abra Sewa and Mr. Chris. Wono edia what they ebaye and so I don't know. Yenhwe se bi wo ha na yentoa so emfa emamo messages no de bebrebe no a yenhwe de betimi akenkan na fe yentimi akenkan na yenkue ni mo. Where do you dey about Oscar? Good morning. John Mahama and the NDC are scammers in government. Maxwell and Chidi or the buy and no. When you do the abani or say co mensa pillar 2 Dome Kwabenya constituency. No matter everything, NPP will bounce back stronger in 2028. MPP, let's unite. Inshallah, ebefa. Already or the buy and no. Or say Emmanuel say good morning. Teacher constitution we are more said you or the buy or say isn't it the NDC that opposed the building of the National Cathedral? What is the point of celebrating a National Day of Prayer yesterday if you are against a National Cathedral? And if they are making betting attractive to youth, what is the purpose of dedicating a day to prayer? Isn't this hypocritical? One way or the buy, I don't know. Nana Yao Aiki say it's only a useless people who sit on TV and television and talk nonsense, and only useless people will listen to this program. One confirm say we are useless because when you're useless, metie mehwe na onsanso and send message ma say seven kwasiafo na ete aye kasa na kwasiafo nso tie hwe eti wo no kura no ye kwasiampani na wo no wadi kan ahwe a send message dia ba udi atemo no sabi aburu wo nya kwasiampani a nka bewe ade ase nkwasiafo na ehwe no wo so ahwe a send message nti wo de wo jimie no kura de chen obi ade wo jimie no si obi ade you see
didn't bear
edi on use Facebook no Nana ya like you say nana ya like you say wa.
Nana ya like you.
Sabi wo brofo no chere no wonte ase yo. Wo say useless nsem hunufo no kwasiafo. E na betena ha ekasa mebua. Good. Ana kwasiafo nso na ebetie. Enti wo no a wo nim nyansa no a wonka kwasiafo no ho no. Watimi ahwe tie Accra message di aba e bi atemo. Wo mu no ate wo tro bae no. Sabi aburu ya wo kwasi akra chen ye tete ya no. Mebua. Oh yes. Wo dia ne chen ye tete ya no. What you say? Wo dia ne chen. Wo so wo nyimi ya ka wo hwe station anase ensem a ejimifo e ka. Na wo wie e me comment say kwasiafo na hwe ye. Eso wo hwe.
Edu data so that.
Odu data send message aka ho. You see? Oh, anya papa. Anya correct. Anya correct kra. Ade anchi yanko no aka me no ho adwuma. Wo de munya no. Anya papa, anya correct. Anya serious kra. Anyway, etiro no so de ode aba eno no. Ma ye na ase. Me makase oba abedi atemu a. Ye wa akonya na enso ye bekika bi a kire wo. Mba mbetina bekika nsem hunu. Ye nimu de NBC radio stations wo Ghana ha ne kuro hu ayeye abra na NBC wo position na ya de ne yaye ye kire nsem mu de aba anyansafo amomatie afamu aba na wo no a wote wo no asabe aburu wo se sabe enkwasiafo na gu akasa no a agimifo na etie no wo nipa no a wo so wo nyansa no wo tie we wi send message aba e di atemo enti wo de wo gimie ne de ye de wo ye de twa wo furuma ye o dan kura nya de beko send pa on send mbra what the back in Kaman. What family in Kaman? Where do you are there, but you say, Oscar, good morning. I say, as for the NDC, the less said about them, the better. One for Diamba, Ayana Ududi, and so Etimi Ediaba. We say, starting yesterday, July 1, 2025, the burden on Ghanaians have been increased by John Mahama and the NDC government. Or the taxes no bebrebe and so ediaba teacher kujo tepa and susu and so eka and 75 taxes are John Mahama diaba ho OPK patriotic voices if you go so ono ediaba say IMF recently came out that Nanado and NPP government measures they put in place has bounced the economy back on track. So Mr. Mahama, NDC government and their 24-hour economy secretariat should stop the lies and propaganda that Ghana's economic structure is hindering job creation. So they should stop the termination of appointment of Ghanaians by replacing them with NDC members. Wano edi ode bae eno. Amisco spelele edifika swa or say, Osi, good morning. Regards to the incoming National Women's Organizer, Honorable Mavis Awakumsin. Master Red edi ode aba say, you incompetent president, please try rather to listen to the wisdom from Ghana Bar Association members instead of your evil attack on the CJ and the Ghana Judiciary Service. This shows a disgrace and a sign of dictatorship on the face of you, John Mahama, and your NDC group. Wano Eddie Adebaye, Master Red, Enono. Obama edificota for say the NDC and John Mahama are plunging Ghana into a state of hardship and difficulties through high cost of living, superfluous dismissal of Ghanaian workers, low salary increment, increase in crime rate, broken promises, and others. Still have the infantry and temerity to tell us we must pray. No prayer can change their bad governance. Master Planner Kintampo, Master Planner Junior Kintampo no de free or de buy or say, Osi, good morning. Happy Republic Tax Day. Yesterday was 1st July 2025. President Mahama and the NDC broke the necks of Ghanaians with heavy new taxes. And you know, wabobo taxes no su bebrebe no na wode ababe tumu and so e wa hase. Quick one na yan so Mame Ifuagati, president of the Ghana Bar Association, or say, suspension of the Chief Justice, no, and free. President John Dramani Mahama, a sa wo kadia tuono, very, very dangerous. Down Komabino, a beko ababe hante, a ye wombaino. Dog, Akasimano, enwotwe na ye de nkomo ni nyina no asi Ghana Bar Association president nsemo awaka on the suspension of Chief Justice.
I think na mrehwehwe ebeke the statement no man ni nyina no. I saved it this morning because my colleague be the tone page. And to meet na hanya na mrehwehwe statement. And when he started his statement by saying that it is unfortunate there the men 1980 me pe year na wokun judges
I mean
that time no na or secondary school.
Yeah.
So he witnessed the midday no in her life. He witnessed that day in her life whereby Ghanaian judges were killed. He witnessed that day. And the wasanso ababaye the president of Ghana Bar Association and the under her tenure no so when besia oye chief justice NDC government still want to pursue this woman like how they did. And then the NDC government, he's not using guns to kill, but they are using pen to kill. They are using just a stroke of pen to kill. Why? Mameno abadina waye. Nimpa nankre kahu awokun adade.
Okay. Doc, my entire ye mame efagati embrasisia. Why? Gertrude Araba is abatoko no mum. Aha, na ye pay the Ghana Bar Association president, you know. Yes, minimum voice no obenye no mum ma ye dia. Obenye no mum. But it's in relation with a when you get to the dear, you know. Doc, my NTM rasisia wadaroma. Why? Ye basisia intino yanko.
The Edu Lodge facility that the hearings are being conducted in featured very prominently in the planning of the murder of judges on June 30th, 1981. And this can be read about in the special investigative report on that terrible event in our nation's history. It will be recalled that there was a Major Samakwa, a military officer who was killed with the 3 High Court justices, who was the director of human resource of GIHOC. He was my uncle and my guardian when I entered the University of Ghana in September 1980. I was also living with him at the time he was abducted and murdered. Was Edu Lodge chosen for my inquiry to make me feel insecure? I think so. And I continue to hold the view that there's no reason why a judicial hearing is being conducted behind the high walls of Edu Lodge.
Okay, Doc.
Osi.
I told you that was a year the suspended Chief Justice. And I walk come. Maybe I'm so on co hearing. A whole NID a yet never fa and then the bushia aka. And I nay Abasa or non so and call a year hearing or don't ready any idea.
Messi or friended. This statement, no, I'm one hard copy.
Okay.
And my meno breaches now, only film. Now violations are only fame and the NDC. It is the same thing and the fame wokun.
Yeah.
And in the Ghana Bar Association presidency, also many a hard copy of this speech no man. Also, God moves in mysterious way. Me read it just 3 lines. Also, whoever thought that a day would come that as a president of the bar, I'll be talking about an event I personally to my extent experience during our days in secondary school. And Ocha, one of the judges in the Banokrano, no one you know vacation classes together.
That is
Okuno. No nye ekwenebano vacation classes. So no I be fear work of vacation classes.
Yeah, but more on papa.
Yes. So ono as a woman, and when a woman in the position of a chief justice. And the NDC is not using gun, but they are using pen to kill this woman. Abasama. And the F the violations are Mameneleka. Na F the allegations are what that to Mamenodona. Please, how can a country called Ghana at this age of democracy yet imagine petition the modo? They ye no ordinary person than a chief justice. On this simple petition, No, see, me send the hard copy namo. Na ya can be. Hwɛ ɔse the hearing na wɔreyɛ no. What's one tema no kunimba ho. Namba wamba ho. Ebusuani bi amba ho. Na osie Ghana ha impo no. So obi kunim pampa, wanye no kokota, na ebusuanfo nkobia. Amokobi. Now why there's all your Chief Justice? The Chief Justice of the Judiciary in this country. And it's a total now asama. Because asama obi abaka. As mama nebusuani bi amba ho. Now ko tembra. As against judge I wanna warrior enquiry na warrior mbeyinfo. I want dede wodoso. As mama na ko tembra. No, see now ordinary person if warrior enquiry them into who you want to me FM. No, what's the place to so walk wanker. And one walk to one answer. To me radio. A bay 101.3. Then this man Yanfancha Wanana.
Mamia Fuagate, national president as a Ghana Bar Association, or say we should be very careful as a nation not to go down the slippery slope of endless revenge by justifying various acts with the refrain, quote, but others did that too, unquote.
Yes. Yes. Osi, what's the petitioners and what the petition happen? I want one man may testify.
Hey, Omafa, a lawyer for say one may testify. No, witnesses.
Or your kangaroo quarter. The Osi, our bobom somebody may be added. Member high. Western Diamonds, them, Mafa phone or hako. No, what they call quarter. What's Obi Alambam, no one may testify. There. I wouldn't ask them with your phone. I know whom them refer phone. Man, no one demasam. Mama Mukunimba, Mama Mebusheni Biamba. Please, which common sense is this? No wonder they'll be can ask them there. When they came for the Jews, nobody said anything. Then they came for the trade unionists. Nobody said anything. When they came for me, yes, this is what is happening. Mama also don't know he will fight. So that it will be on record that he fought. But nobody talked. In the end, Ghana Bar Association, Nanda Warikasa, the CSOs in this country, why you dean? Ghana Christian Council, why you dean? Undobian Castle, why you dean? That Yentina Ho, Mamma me, one for the master mean dino. There. Esa ame maye bono no awo etida ame maye bono no ya toto enum asam de awen baby awo de betina wo fie didi ada na me mom de membe ya asam na weda atomodo no ma mebu sheni bi amba na atibida which law in this country permits Rollins in time ya wo kuku nkofi time why reconciliation committee into one ebu chanfa mbobia
baby
I wanna wo ku nimpa kura no Tama reconciliation committee commission only adwume into one nebuchan fan baby. Na mama wo kunipa. One time nke de we wiade. One time nke de waje bribe. But on wo tutu nenu masam dia mama nebuchan ni bi am baby. What type of country is this? Now Osi, yes say, hey, mo be si bia no ye lehwe. And say Osi MPP about opposition 32 years. Osi, say ye nim na say NDC nim. Na say ba power Osi ame the institution bi Takoradi me say da ye to abawie na NPP wi ni no Osi ade ba chia boko na me gina ho I'll be having the list of ahona John Dramani Mahama be wa appointing one nyina from that day your appointment will be terminated before it even come from Accra and ye CJ after the swearing in na no na amma wo bag do na lu kofie and ye CEO after the swearing in now more bag do adicha membe dwuma because now this is what NDC want to turn this country to na yenyo bia mo nkebi Osi my men from Brefie hwa Ghana Gas they are sacking people over there na minimum NDC for the appointment or the Y radio the cake or the brown one but also their budget can also sustain the expenses into what we nkofodi but they are preparing NDC for to go and fill the place. In Ghana, what type of government is this? What type of government is this? It been odi di mami. Na me pede Ghana for what you said. 1982, they killed judges in this country by NDC government. Them time no ya 5 months. Time John J. Rawlings obedi president or ya 5 months abro to Liman. No ya 5 months into his government. No cool judges.
Okay.
And then you 6-7 months into the government of President John Dramani Mahama, and our Chief Justice has been suspended. She's being tried like a kangaroo simply because NDC wants to take charge over the judiciary.
Okay. Doc, Mayana Sena Yenfa and then Komono in CRC. And you know, that was Dr. Frederick Buahino, a member of the NPP Regional Communications Team.
Mokroso.
Okay.
Anope. Mreban okeke krebian kamye late. Osi, yes sir. Western Region Communicators are yoko radio net TV. Yendoso. Osi, if they don't give us like a motorcycle to operator, obey difficult. Osi inde dana mufie. Me colleague a wodoko radio station. But no baby. Osi men yashe I want to go. But baby ameti because last week mo kokro osi mo pon 9. Me nantu fiti no ma 9 to Queen of Peace inside. TSA.
Okay.
They should help us.
Right.
Yeah, this ready.
Okay. Thank you. Dr. Frederick Buahin, yada se Payana production team na se. Ochebaba AS Encho, Michael Yaro, Samuel Dingu Kelly, Abena se wa meni ampo mana prek. Midindi Osikani Frimpong Manso, yemi emuso na on radio no enyumo a ehwamo na yede air tour so on TV no so no yebe cross over to Wontumi TV na yede Wontumi Sports Buffet no enso etimi aba premo to a abena se wa mani ampon betina se na ode wia prem to breka se yebo enso aba no nan bo pe ya na wa hia chirema ba na ode omane mpunto adwumadie enso etimi atoa so wadaroma wo ya adwumaku a ene udi dwa eni dwa osumu ase bomoden se ode wadwa tonde enso ebeba Western Diamond Television Wontumi Radio Takoradi na yabɔ ho dawuro enso ede amount ope eye a result oriented TV and radio station dia ede na eye Western Diamond TV Wontumi Radio Takoradi na uton bia egwa wudi bia adwuma bia ye bia no ope se yabɔ ho dawuro de mawa to anamona fabra yade yabo no e wo fom yie pa na wo fom yie nso no ubenya results and a response o hwehwe etino Western Diamond TV Wontumi Radio Takoradi ye bia ya promo de yato momra na ye mo mudwumadie ho dawuro emfa emamo na tua sika kakra bi abusua yapon medin Osikani Frimpong Manso adom bedum ya ne a wochena ye behia na yato aso. Good morning.